Uh, you can join mine, and I'll be running a old school D&D for everyone here. So we'll just have four players. Should be alright, and we'll be able to roll up some characters for the new players.
Mm-hmm.
So for those who are new, I'll introduce you to the game. All right, so we're gonna play D&D. It is all about telling stories about adventurers who go out to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory in the medieval world of Dungeons and Dragons. The goal, of course, is to tell a story, but you're playing this game, and it's very easy to play. The game is basically a storytelling game, right? Basically, the dungeon master will describe to you a situation they're in, and both of you, every player, will have a chance to choose what they'll do in that situation, their character, right? What their character will do, and then we'll roll the dice to determine the results of your actions. Say that you want to uh, attack a monster or search a wall, right, for hidden treasures. You tell me what you want to try to do, and I tell you if you're successful or not. The goal of the game is to get money, right, and fame. You get money by finding treasure and things to sell. You'll get fame by killing monsters and finding treasure, right? So that is the point of the game, is to survive.
Milestone
And
or XP?
uh, how do you get XP?
No, I'm saying, is it milestone based level up or XP?
Oh, you need experience points to level up in the
Okay, so
original
not
D&D.
milestone, right?
Yep, that's for modern
Mm.
D&D. So we're gonna be
Okay.
playing old school D&D, D&D BX with house rules. All right. So now you know how to play. You know what the purpose of the game is, right? Um, you're all here to tell the story of an adventurer, right? You're gonna take a risk to get a reward. As soon as you get rewards, you win the game pretty much. You can keep going, or you can cash out and celebrate your success. Okay, so that's the goal, to get money pretty much. All right. Um, Step one, we gotta prepare everyone for the game. So create two characters. For those who are new, we're gonna start with you and get your characters rolled up. The first step is to determine your character's ability scores, which reflect how capable your character is at adventuring. Right. So for this, you're gonna go to the dice rolls channel. So go there, and when you're there, I'm gonna show you what command you're gonna type to roll the dice. Okay. So go there to roll the
Dice roll
dice.
channel. I
Yes.
found it, yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
All right. So both of you are there. You're gonna use the command slash roll space 6 space 3d6. You have to type it out, and when you do this, you're gonna prompt the bot, command the bot to of course roll the dice for you. So, Soldier and
Six,
Moon.
three, D, six.
Yep. Oh wait,
Is
sorry.
this it?
Here, let me type it out like a code so you can see how to write it down. So it's gonna be slash roll space 6 space 3d6. Okay, like that. Okay. So try
Not
that.
dice.
Slash roll.
Six, three, six. It doesn't allow me. It goes into dice immediately.
Yeah, so you're gonna type in slash roll space, and then after the word dice, you're gonna type 6 space 3d6. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I
So,
did that, but it gave me like all of those numbers you see over there.
uh,
Ah, let's
there you
go.
go. All right,
There
nice.
we go.
All right, good job.
Very
You
happy.
both are successful. Any score that you see that is below 9 is bad. 9 and up is good.
Mm.
So, let's see. All right, let me,
Damn, all yours are good.
oops. Okay, so now we're gonna plug and chug your scores. These are your character's ability scores. Down the list is strength down to charisma, so it's random. Your character's capabilities
Can I select one? Like,
is
can I select the highest one to be? I want to be a healer. Do we have a healer in this group?
so in OD&D, um, anyone can, uh, se- anyone can of course apply medical knowledge, like bandages, tourniquets, and such.
Hmm.
The only class that can possibly heal is clerics, but that's not until they get to level 2, and they can cure light wounds.
Okay.
So not real actual injuries, just mental injuries. In OD&D, it's very lethal and brutal, and there's no actual real healing magic. The only way you heal mainly
I
is
see.
to rest.
Alright. Okay.
Yep.
Let's go with the.
Okay, so um, this is for Moon. This one's Moon's, and this one is for Soja. Okay, so Moon, your character has a
Are
strength.
my numbers there now?
Yeah, they're there. So you got 9 strength, 8 intelligence, 11 wisdom, 11 dexterity, 8 constitution, and 12 charisma. Which tells us that your character would be best as a cleric or a thief. Okay. For Soja,
And what about what's a bard?
bards do not exist in OD&D. So the closest thing
Ah, yeah.
to a bard is
That would have been
the
fun.
class called magic user, because in modern D&D bards use magic, and in OD&D it's very simplified. Anyone who uses magic is called magic user. So there's no sorcerer, there's no wizard, it's just magic user. So a user of magic. So very simple, very basic, right? So you want to be probably a magic user in that case if you want to use magic. If you're meaning like bard to use an instrument well and be a liar and thief or something, you want to be a thief then, right? But if you're referring to the modern D&D bard who can cast spells from their instrument, then you want to stick with the magic user class. Alright, so let's see. Soja, you scored pretty well as well. All your scores are... Your strength is bad, your intelligence is bad, your wisdom is bad, but everything else is good. She got 12, 11, 12 for dexterity, constitution, and charisma. Okay, so basically you're gonna pick a class now. Class is your job in the group. Okay, there's 7 to choose from. So everyone's an adventurer, which means that you're a like medieval mercenary. You're gonna take risks to get rewards, right? But you gotta have a specialization, a job to do. There's 4 human classes, which include cleric, cleric, fighter, magic user, and thief. And there's 3 demi-human classes, which means that you will be of a different race. This is the class dwarf, elf, and halfling. Okay, so you're gonna pick one now. So for Moon, it's recommended you're gonna be either a fighter or a cleric or a thief, or that's it. Those are your best recommendations.
Cleric, I think, is the best one.
Okay, so a cleric is like a holy soldier, right? Like a clergyman. So Templar, right? You're gonna use
Does
the power
it?
of...
Can it be upgraded to what is it called? One of those soldiers, paladin.
Yeah, paladin would fall under cleric, right? So cleric is any soldier who uses the power of God. So a paladin would fall under cleric, right? So like a barbarian, for example, would fall under fighter. Fighter class is anyone who fights for their job, right? So it's very simple like that. So yeah, you can call yourself paladin, right? But paladin is a very specialized group of clerics, right? They are an order of French knights, right? They're very chivalric. Um, but you can just be a clergyman, right? And you can have the ideals of a paladin, right? Very chivalric and knightly as a clergyman. Okay, so Soldier, you're gonna pick one too. So your character is very dexterous and very durable. So I'm gonna recommend you're gonna be a thief.
Good.
Is that okay?
I love stealing, yes.
Very good. So in OD&D, the main way you can progress is by killing and stealing, right, or looting, because all you need is money. So thief is the best at, of course, being a scout. Like a thief, they are so good at looting and fighting from the shadows, right? Very skillful. So that'll be your job. Anything you think a thief or a treasure hunter should be able to do, you're gonna do it better, right? Let's see. Okay, so now you pick your job. Next, we determine your hit points. Hit points reflect how hard it is, or how much resolve your character has, right? Like how tough they are, how long they can survive combat. So clerics have 1 to 6 hit points, okay, and thieves have 1 to 4. So we gotta roll the dice. So Moon, you're gonna roll 1d6 for your hit points. Do slash roll space 1d6, and for Soldier, you're gonna roll 1d4. So you're gonna do slash roll space 1d4.
I wrote wrote 1d6, it didn't do it.
Try again. It's very sensitive, so you have to write it correctly. It's slash roll space 1d6, no space between 1 and d6.
I'm doing it.
No, okay. So slash roll space 1d6. There's no space between the 1 and the d.
I see the problem. Yeah, I think I found it.
Yep, good job.
Is that right? 2, 5?
Yes, good job. You got it. That's very good. 5 is nearly max. You got lucky. The average is 3, so you're 2 over the average. Your character has low constitution, so he has a -1 penalty, so he's gonna have 4 hit points. Still a lot. The average cleric only has 3, so you're still above average. Soja, you rolled a 2. Good job. That's average, and you have no penalty or bonus. So you got 2 hit points. The average thief only has 2, so you're average when it comes to your hit points. Next, you're gonna roll your. Oh, sorry. Do you have a question?
No, I'm just celebrating.
Oh yeah, good job. Very lucky. Alright, next you're gonna determine your character's starting funds. This will help you buy the gear you need to adventure. So, for this you're gonna be rolling 3d6, okay? So do slash roll space 3d6. Alright, good job, Soldier. You scored almost max, 17. Very lucky. Alright, 10 is average. Don't be sad. Let's see.
No, I'm fine.
Oh yeah. Good job. Alright, you both did good. Good job. Now you're gonna buy some gear. So for the thief, or no, we'll start with the cleric. For the cleric, the first thing you need is a holy symbol, so you can use the power of your god to fight evil and undead, like a crucifix, for example. So a holy symbol will cost 3 coppers. Okay, is that alright?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Next, you're
What do
gonna.
you mean fine? Am I supposed to decide now?
Well, you can choose to go without one. That's the thing, and then you cannot do your job. Now.
Oh no, I need it, right?
Yes, it's very important, but some clerics choose not to go with it for
Okay, so
whatever
then, yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
Next is gonna be recommended. You're gonna get a weapon to hunt monsters with. First weapon I recommend is some kind of missile weapon. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of a ranged weapon, like a bow and arrow, for example, or sling and stones, crossbow. If you don't like that, no worries. You can skip to melee for close combat. What would you prefer for your weapon?
Maybe staff.
A staff,
Does that
okay.
make sense?
Yeah. So, staff is very cheap. It costs 1 copper. But there's another kind of staff called a quarter staff, which has metal studs at the end, right? It does a little more damage. It costs 2 coppers for that one, right?
Okay.
Do you want a quarter staff instead, or do you want a normal staff?
Yes.
Quarter staff, okay.
Yeah.
And then you can get a sling for it. It allows you to wear it on your shoulder. So the total price is 3
Okay.
coppers. So
Do I have enough?
okay, you're at 4 now.
All right.
And do you want to get a missile weapon still, or do you want to move on to the next category, which is equipment and supplies?
The what category? I'm sorry. Do I want the what?
So you can still buy more weapons if you want, or if you think you have enough weapons, you can go to buy equipment and
Before,
supplies.
I think I needed more stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so do you prefer to get equipment and supplies now, or do you want to get another weapon?
Yeah, I want equipment.
Equipment? Okay, so when it comes to equipment and supplies, this can include first like a bag to carry loot and supplies and equipment with. So the bags available is knapsack, or satchel or backpack. They are in order of smallest to largest and cheapest to most expensive. So which one do you want? The cheapest one, middle one, or the best one?
In general, am I going to carry a lot of things in the game?
It depends. It's up to you really, but
Average, on average, like in your experience.
early game you don't need too much storage. You maybe a
Alright,
knapsack will be fine.
The cheapest one.
Okay, you can always upgrade later as well. So
Yeah.
yep. All right, so you have a knapsack. Next, the things you might get is more supplies and equipment like torches and tinderbox, or a rope, or some tools like a spade or pickaxe or wood axe. Or you can get rations or medical supplies like bandages or medicine. What would you be interested in
Medical
most?
supplies.
Medical supplies? Okay, very good choice. So the first basic medical supplies you might want to get is bandages to stop any bleeding in the combat, right?
Mm.
So it costs you
Yeah.
1 copper to get 3 bandages.
All right.
Okay, so now you're equipped with some medical supplies, right? You got bandages. Next, if you want, you can get medicine. It's like a painkiller, right? Or
Yes.
disinfectant, so they keep
How
killing your
much
guys.
is that used in the game? Like,
Um, medicine
the painkiller and disinfectant.
depends. If someone is wounded, and people get wounded often, right? Because you're gonna get in combats, so it's a dangerous job,
Mm-hmm.
dangerous business. Even in not in combat, you can get injured, right? Lots of trip hazards and all that dangerous environment.
Mm.
So medicine will help
I see.
if you got it, right? You want
Okay,
some?
then, can I? Yeah, disinfectants I think is better than painkillers. Load
Okay.
up on the disinfectant.
You have
Everything
two
else,
coppers. Disinfectant will cost 1 copper, and painkillers is 1 copper. You can get each.
just disinfectant I think is enough.
Okay. So you got a medicine, disinfectant type. So the disinfectant is just a soap. All right. And next is you have 1 copper left. Do you want to spend it or save it?
What else can I buy?
More gear you can get is you can load up on rations. So this will feed your crew, right? You can get
Alright, rations fine. Yeah.
rations. Okay. So you can get 3 rations.
Good.
Let's see.
But
With one
each
copper.
ration keeps
Or
me up for a day.
yeah. So a better option is fresh food. So just normal food. This food is salted, but it will only last a few days, right? Um, but it's cheaper. You get 9 pounds of it, or no, 5 pounds of it for 1 copper. The only issue is that it is not ready to eat, right? You have to cook it. So you can get like fresh produce, right? Like salted meats and vegetables that you have to cook at the fire. Or you can get rations. Rations are different because they're dried, ready to eat. You can cook them still, but you can also eat
Mm.
them right away. Make sense?
Do they have any different in effect on the body?
They're both pretty much the same. Rations last longer and don't
Oh,
taste
the
as good.
rations.
Sometimes, right? Because they're dry and,
Rations.
but they last longer and they're,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, you got a rations. They never spoil pretty much. So,
yeah. Yeah, good.
right. But as soon as you eat them, they're done. So, we'll see. All right. And now you're ready to go. So the last step is to get a name. And for your name, you can either choose your own name for the character, or you can get a random old school name.
Yeah, Moon I think is good because I have a story in my head
Okay.
that, yeah,
All right.
Moon is fine.
You are the holy soldier named Moon, right? A cleric. That's okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be joining our ranks soon. All right, soldier. Thank you for your patience. It's your turn now, right? So, you're the thief. You scored a very high roll for your money, 17. Okay, so
Let's go.
you're gonna pick your gear now. First thing you need as a thief is some lock picks, so you can pick locks. Okay, is that all right?
Yes.
Right. So you got the lock picks. It will help you do your job. Next, you're gonna get as recommended as a thief, you're gonna get a 10-foot pole with a sling on it, so you can detect traps. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Right. So you're already down to 10 coppers left. Okay. So you have the proper tools a thief needs, right? You got a 10-foot pole. You got a lock picks. Right. Next, you're gonna need a weapon though. So, do you know what weapon you want? You can have any medieval weapon you can imagine, right? Like daggers, swords, bows, axes.
Yeah, I want like a curvy dagger.
Okay, sure. Like a kukri, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
yeah, curved sword or curved dagger. Okay. So we're gonna get you a jambia. It's a small curved dagger, right? Middle Eastern dagger, and it costs only let's see, let me double check. All right, the jambia costs 4 coppers, and with the sheath it's 5. It's a very good weapon. Let's see.
Yes.
All right, so you're at 5 coppers left. You have a jambia now on your belt. Okay, so do you want a missile weapon too? This will let you shoot monsters from
What was
afar,
that?
like a ranged weapon.
Oh, sure.
Right. One that you can afford is either the sling and pouch and stones, which cost 2 coppers total, or a short bow, quiver, and 10 arrows, which cost 4 coppers. What would you prefer?
Um, I guess. Actually, no. Wait,
No?
yeah, yeah, I'll get the sling.
You got a sling? Okay, so now you can shoot monsters with stones from afar. It's very good. Alright, so you have 3 left that you can use on more gear, like some supplies and equipment or tools. Okay? Are you interested in some equipment and supplies?
Whoops. Can I get more tools?
Yeah, you could. So some other tools you might get is like a small axe or a knife or a small pickaxe, right? Like a matak, or you can get a small hammer, small shovel, small spade, anything you can imagine, right?
Let me get a hammer.
Okay, very good choice. So we got a small hammer on your belt. See a sling, pouch, small hammer. Wait, stones, small hammer. Right, this costed 2 coppers. You're at 1 copper left. Do you want anything
Can
else?
I get like grapes?
What was it?
Can I get like grapes?
Grapes, like some food. Um,
Yeah.
the only issue is that you have no bag to carry it with. So you cannot get supplies or equipment until you buy a bag. So tools you can wear on your belt, but like grapes, for example, you need a container to carry it.
Oh, I
1200.
can't put them in my pouch.
I mean, if you want, you can buy it and let Moon carry it for you in his knapsack.
Let me put them in your nutsack.
Okay, knapsack. Okay,
Yeah, okay.
and that's
Put
like.
it in the nutsack.
All right, so yeah, grapes
Put
you
them
can
in the
buy.
nutsack.
All right, so you want it can just be fruits in general, or you can specify it to just be grapes.
I want grapes.
All right, just grapes. So 5 pounds of grapes is 1 copper. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. We have 5 pounds of grapes. Hopefully your nutsack doesn't explode.
All right, and this has been stored in his knapsack.
Knapsack. Yes.
Extra food and supplies for your crew. Final step, Soja, is to choose your character's name.
Um, can I just have it as soldier?
Sure. So you are the young thief, Soja, right? Let's see.
Of House Soldier.
Right, the first of your household. Okay, so let me change your
Okay, so
nickname.
we have Moon of House Moon. We have Soldier of House Soldier. Alright. Interesting.
Easy enough.
I'm not of house. Is that a house name? What is that?
So
You said
Yeah,
the
you're
name of a
Okay,
This is
character.
me.
I'll explain later during our break.
Okay.
basically your player name is your family name. So you don't pick a surname in this game because your player name is your surname. So
Ah.
yep. So like your character's first name is Moon, but because your
Okay,
player
so
name
my
is Moon,
change that to soul.
your character's
Not
first name
soul, soul. S-O-L.
SOL. Okay, so your name is Soul the
Yeah.
Acolyte, and you're of the family name Moon, right? And Soldier, you're Soldier
No,
of
wait, change that. Otherwise, other way. Sorry,
other way.
other way.
Oh, okay. So
Other
the
way.
thing is
Yeah.
that when you pick Soul as your player name, you cannot change it. So like any character you play is always on the because you're the same player, right? So like that's like your account name, because you're gonna have multiple characters, right? So if you choose Soul as your player name, all your characters will be of the Soul household. That makes sense. Like your last name will not change.
Think
Yes,
of,
that makes sense. That's
Okay.
correct. Yeah, yeah.
So Moon is
a
the
good
first
idea
name
would
and Soul is the
probably
last
be
name.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
You are a houseman of House Stark or houseman of Lannister.
right. So
Yeah,
your
that's
house
right.
is
I
Soul.
think this is correct.
Okay.
My name in the game is Moon, but I am on the path of, the cleric, the stuff, the soul.
Right.
Yeah.
Family name?
You wanna-
Toady.
Moody? Okay. Is that for your player name or your character
No,
name?
Toad with IE. No, my family name.
Okay. Is Moody Moody?
Oh, no, not like Toad. And then EI.
Toad?
Like the frog. Yeah.
Okay. So House Toad.
Lieutenant here. Yes.
Okay, so soldier toad. Sounds good. Right. It has been set. Okay, thank you for your patience. You're right to go. Just sit tight. I have to help the other players get ready now too. So Geese, for your turn, who do you want to play as?
I'm gonna take a what do you call it? A risk. I'm gonna bring Goose, and then I'm gonna create a new mage.
Okay. So I just want to give you a heads up. Although you're able to roll up a new character per game, in addition to your hero roll, which allows you to roll two characters per game, if you don't roll any new characters in a game, you can have an extra reroll. Do you understand that part?
Oh, okay.
So,
In that case, yeah.
do you
Just
still want to?
I'll just hire the Drat Mage with sleep.
Okay, so play as Goose and hire Drat.
Yep. I forget which one is the mage. 2 and 3 is mage, but one of them has sleep.
Okay, so first here's Vale. Or no, you want to play as Goose, my bad.
Yeah. And you should be able to heal at least twice.
Alright, here's Goose. Okay, so you say it has been a couple days since you last adventured?
Yeah, it's been at least 2 days.
Okay, he wasn't here in the past game?
Nope.
10. So yeah, I guess there was 2 days in between. So you can heal 2d3s and then plus constitution bonus. Alright, that's 1 and 1. And the constitution bonus twice applied.
Ouch.
So it's 3 and 3. So total is 8 hit points recovered. Put you at 32. Fast recovery, right?
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Enough for me.
Alright, so you got Goose on your team and you want Drat. You said you want Drat the second or Drat the third?
The Drat Mage, I believe Drat Mage is the Drat 2 that has sleep.
I think they both have it. Okay.
Yeah, whichever one has sleep. I'm not really too picky on it. I'm just bringing them just in case we need it. We don't have a mage.
Alright, Drat the second is coming then. Or let's see if he accepts your offer.
Or, if they both got it,
Okay,
it just makes it
he
better.
said no. But let me see if the other one says yes.
Right.
He said no as well. Let me check your charisma. Charisma is +0. Okay, so yeah, the both Reds said no. They don't want to come today.
Bring Drake on then.
Okay, the fighter? Alright, sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's see if he says yes. You talk to him in town, ask him, or at camp, or... He said yes, he will come.
Cool. All right. We have defense. I think that's okay.
Alright. And then now it's Gold's turn. Or actually, no, before that. Do you need to prepare
I'm
anything
good.
for Goose? Oh, you're good?
Yeah, just bank whatever. Yeah, bank whatever I got. Goose is good.
Okay, one moment. Let me change your name.
Sorry, I keep changing the names on you. It's just different parties bring different people.
It's okay. Alright, so 102 coppers banked. You're at
Thank you.
245 in the bank. Alright, for Dracon, he had nothing to prepare, looks like.
Cool.
He's just ready to make some profit. Okay, so
Hell yeah.
now it's time for Gold. Okay, Gold, you're gonna play as Poseidon, yes, or a different character?
Yes, I'm going to be playing as Poseidon, and would it be possible to hire Odysseus for this trip?
Let's see. Are you at the same level, right?
He's also... They are the same level and of the same household.
Right, right.
So even though historically they might spite each other, they should be able to work together.
Okay, so let's see. Does he accept the offer? 6. Let's see your adjustment. +0. Okay, so try again. Alright, try again. All right. Eventually, he comes to agree, but a +1 bonus to morale. Okay. So after lots of discussion and negotiations, he finally joins you with +1 morale for this particular game.
Alright.
It's a high spirits. Okay. So that's for you recruited Odysseus, right?
Odysseus.
It's been a long while since he adventured.
I mean, yeah, the guy has like 500 copper in the bank. I think he'll be fine.
So both level 3 clerics are together today. Hopefully it will be enough. Alright, so
He
preparations.
should be fully healed.
Yeah, probably after all this time. More than likely. Alright, so for Poseidon, do you need to prepare anything? You have 58 coppers on you.
Not that I see. No, not really, nothing.
Okay, and how about Odysseus? Oh, did you want to bank your money?
Yeah, bank it.
Okay, so 365. Alright, so for
Yeah.
Odysseus, do you need to bank your money too or something else?
I'm just looking through what he has to do.
He is the NPC today, so don't player. You can give him orders, but he looks over his own gear and thinks he's ready to go. He's gonna bank his money. Unless you have any suggestions for him.
Yeah, just bank his money.
76.
He's fine.
Okay, so 260 in the bank. Right. That should be all the preparation we need. You guys are ready to play now. So we're gonna take a small 5-minute break. When you get back, we're gonna start playing. Okay? So take 5. See you in 5 minutes. Okay? Stretch your legs, grab a
How do I
drink.
take 5? Do we leave here?
You can do whatever you want.
No, we're
So
just taking a
I
break.
have the timer on the board.
Yeah.
It's a little break in case you need to use the
Alright.
restroom before we start playing.
I see. How long would it take? I think I would be gone in around an hour.
Yep. So the game is gonna
Mate,
be
you have 5 minutes.
Hmm?
You have 5 minutes. That's the break.
No, I mean, yeah, I understand this. I want to ask how long the game would take because
Yeah.
I have some
Oh,
of
that.
those things
Yeah.
to do in an hour.
right. So anywhere between
enough?
1 hour is enough. It's anywhere between 1 to 3 hours. As soon as you make a profit, like make some money, then of course you can cash out,
The
right?
game is
And then-
saved.
So that's how it is. It's like gambling, right? You can.
I see.
Some people are confused, like, how do I make money? Well, I told you in the beginning. Some people are like, what do I do? Well, the job is very simple. You're hunting a monster or a treasure to get money. Treasure is automatic money. Monster is you kill it, you go back to town to prove you killed it, and you get rewarded money and experience.
I see. So basically, we're not following a story. We're following just an what is it called?
You
A
go,
fight.
yeah, you do whatever you want, go wherever you want to get money. The riskier the job, possibly the more rewarding, right? So, high risk, high reward is what you're aiming for.
And then in the next campaigns, I can use that money to do more things.
Yep,
and
you
level
can.
up, and then
Right. Upgrade your character or
So
celebrate.
the friends we have here, Goose and Poseidon, you two are old players. The number 3 in front of your names indicating your levels. Am I right?
That is correct.
Yeah, they've been
That
playing for many
means
months.
You must. One of you is a fighter, and the other one is also a cleric.
Correct.
I see. I have a lot of things to learn from you.
Okay, so in this break, usually what we do is we either like you guys got to pee or anything or whatever you do that, and then we decide on what we're going to do and where we're going to go. You don't know the situation in the world. The older players tend to do, but after you play this game, you'll know at least one area. And at the start of the game, DM will give you a rundown usually, unless we have decided on where to go, right? So what me and Gold decided, since we got I think we decided. We haven't yet, but we decided to go somewhere kind of easier, where we have explored a lot. We kind of know what to expect to get you guys some experience, right? We're gonna go fight some kobolds. You know what kobolds are?
Like a dog, but humanoid.
Yeah, they're dogmen. The area we're going, there's a couple different things we can do there. But for the most part, it should be easy in, easy out. Of course, nothing's ironclad. Things can happen. It is completely random. So when we go in, just don't make a lot of noise. Don't set off traps. I have 2 fighters. We're gonna run the fighters up front. One of my fighters has a pole. Usually, what you want whenever you enter a place is you want to use a pole, prod around, make sure there's nothing on the ground or anything like that. Just, I'm not gonna get too complex and overload, but you need to really pay attention to the surroundings when you're up front.
And you should ask the DM, like, is the next step gonna be should you focus on
the DM will let you know
each step? You ask them and they do a roll or something, yeah?
With the way this specific DM does it, it's trial by fire, pretty much. So if you're good, you won't die immediately, right? So you're gonna learn as you go. You're gonna make mistakes. It may kill you, it may not, and next time you come in, you've learned something. Or your teammate makes a mistake, you learn from it. So I recommend new players kind of stay back a little bit and watch, because if you don't do what they do in the future, you may die and then be like, oh crap, I messed up. But a lot of times, he'll for your first 1 or 2 games, he'll help you out. But after that, he expects you to kind of understand how the game works. Does that sound about right, DM?
Yeah, it does.
Doesn't sound right by me. We throw these people in the front, expecting them to die. Nah.
Not with me.
So
I'm leaving,
am I correct to assume you
die.
guys play 2 characters in this game, both of you?
I've played more than 1 character.
We both have quite a few.
No, in this one, in exact one we're playing
We
right
hired
now.
we hired a thing called a retainer. A retainer is like your friend's coming and they're going to help you out. You don't control them, but you can guide them. They are
The DM
NPCs.
controls
They make
them.
their own decisions. Yeah, essentially.
Somewhat.
They're gonna do what's in their best interest.
I'm
And
also
after
gonna...
this, yeah.
Go on.
No, continue. You are also.
Just so you know, it's gonna be if there's too many kobolds, running away is an option.
See.
Fleeing is always an option. Yes.
And which one of the stats indicate my fastness or my speed of running?
Your speed will be based on your weight.
Yeah. Your speed is based on your weight.
Is
You
it
should be lightweight.
calculated with the help of one of the stats, or is it just based on the weight?
It's just
So the only thing that really helps your stats is maybe a dex roll and initiative. So say it's an initiative roll between you hitting somebody and they hitting you. You go to hit at the same time. You'd roll a dex roll. If your dex is say a +1, you both roll 2s and you have a +1 dex. Your then initiative would be 1 second faster, so you would make the first turn.
All right,
That's
gentlemen.
the only thing really that helps you with that.
Players,
When you say
listen up.
+1, does that mean 11?
So the break is over. We're gonna actually get started here now. Okay, so everyone has had some time to get their characters ready to go. Now there's one more thing we'll do before we get in, and that is to prepare your tokens, and then we can start the game. Right. So we'll grab some tokens for all of you to represent your characters on the map. So we got to grab 2 more for the other adventurers. So when you see one you want for Moon, just say so and I'll grab it based on the column and row that you like. Okay. So here's
the guy with the beard, the first one on the
this
left.
one here?
Top left. Yeah,
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine, yeah.
Yep. So this will represent you. And at any point you can, of course, in other games switch it if you like. So don't feel like you're stuck or anything. But this will represent you
By
for
the way,
now.
what application is this?
This is Owlbear. Owlbear Rodeo. It's a tabletop simulator. It's free. Right. So you're the adventurer Moon, C1, right? And what do you want at the ready? Do you want to have your staff, or your symbol, or something else? Or do you want to have your hands free?
If I have them ready, does it stop me from interacting with things?
Possibly if you want to use your hands, right? So you want to put it away. So like these characters, they have these
I
items
see.
equipped, right? Like at the ready to use.
I see. We start from the fight, or do we start from somewhere before the fight?
We're not going to be in the fight immediately, usually, right? They're going to be set in a situation, and then you will decide where you want to go from there to
Okay,
get
so
your.
not in my hands then.
Okay, so
Wait,
just keep your hands
hands,
free for now.
hands.
Just march around, hands free. Your weapons are at the ready though. Like
Does it take me a turn to equip them?
it does, yeah. You have your staff.
Okay,
It's
so
slung on your
that's
shoulder.
too long. Yeah.
It
Just have the staff then.
okay, yeah. It doesn't take a full turn, but it might take half a turn, right? Like it might take like the first half of the turn to take off your staff right from your shoulder, and the other half you can attack, right? Make sense? So
By the way, one thing I noticed about the speed, I have some shit from the other guy, the soldier boy, in my nutsack. Does that stop me from moving fast?
uh, if you're overburdened, yeah, but you should be fine. Your character has
I see.
supplies,
Okay.
yeah, but you don't have a
Three
lot of
pounds
supplies.
of
Yeah,
grapes.
5 pounds of grapes, 3 pounds of rations, right?
Now, if I were to eat those without her consent, would that?
Can we just nibble on them on the way? It's okay, we just both take turns.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Nibbling.
Grapes are nutritious and will help your character stay hydrated and fed. So nutrition
Yeah,
is very
the
important
grapes
in the
taste
game.
like such water. Since we
Every
don't have
character,
water.
yeah, water, yep. You can drink from a stream or a creek, but a grape is a clean source of water,
Or grapes.
right? Usually. Okay. So Soldier, let's grab one for you. You're a woman, so you can have a woman token. You're gonna need one with a helmet, preferably, or a hood, right? The other ones are for civilian use. So if you see one you like, just say so, and I'll grab it for you. Hood, hat,
Oh,
helmet.
blue?
Those are civilian ones. Okay.
And we go up?
You see one?
Yeah, go up a little bit more. Keep going.
You want one of these?
That's a crown, never mind. Yeah,
Which one? You can have it if you want.
the last one.
This one here? Okay. So this one represents yours. This is Soldier. Alright, and do you want to have your Jambia in hand, or your sling, or hammer, or your 10-foot pole, or something else? You have two hands.
My dagger and my slingshot.
Sounds good. Alright, so yeah, one hand you got your sling, ready to shoot a stone, the other one you got your dagger. Okay, so now that the crew is fully ready to go, the idea is now I'm going to describe to you the situation they're in, right? So imagine sometime in the summer of year 10 in our campaign, your party is gathered at the southern encampment just outside of a group of caverns that are rumored to be infested with a wicked demi-human race known as goblins. In the past, these goblins had wreaked and caused great damage to our eastern frontier. Settlers in the grasslands, trying to make a peaceful life, were raided and attacked by these goblins until, of course, adventurers arrived. Mercenaries and soldiers set out to, of course, drive these goblins away from our lands, right, from the human territories, and they did so. In fact, they did so well that now we're at their doorstep, and we are raiding their caverns, right? We are slaughtering them to the last man. We are in a campaign against these goblins and these other greenskins, and adventurers in this region are tasked with wiping out the entire race, right? Right now, the goblins are on their last hold, right? They're at their very home, and as soon as we, of course, clear out their men, we can infiltrate their villages and slaughter their women and children and stop them from ever causing uh, war against humans again, at least in this region, right? So your job is to rid of rid the lands of this filth, right? Kill these goblins as best you can, right? Many adventurers have been very successful in this region, and you're paid very well. For per head of a goblin soldier, typically you can expect to be paid 10 copper pieces, which is worth about 10 days' pay, right? For getting a single kill in the field, right? Sometimes you will come across even stronger goblins, like goblin chieftains or kings or guards, and they're worth even more. On top of this, some of them have a lot of loot, weapons, armor, supplies, tools that are very vital to the war effort, right? If you can capture this, you can be rewarded as well. And of course, goblin prisoners are also paid well for. Goblins make great slaves in the mines, right? Whether they be men, women, or children, right? With that said, you understand the situation you're in, the job you've got to do. You can continue this campaign or you can try something else. But you're currently fresh arrivals, or some of you are not fresh arrivals, you've been here for a while. But two fresh arrivals, Solja and Moon, you just arrived in the front line to join this crew. They're about to set off for an expedition, most likely into the caverns, unless they have other plans to go elsewhere. But this is where we left off. The crew left off here last time. They made their way out of the caverns, and they sold their gear and loot that they recovered from the dungeons. They suffered major casualties, but they also killed over a dozen goblins or so, right? You're joined by some veterans, right? Some men who have seen things, right? Captain Goose, their level fighter, and Captain Poseidon, their level cleric, and their retainers, right? Dracon, the veteran, and Odysseus, the level 3 cleric as well, right? So some very heavy, very tough characters, right? Uh, they'll take care of you and help you guys get to your goal, right? Any questions or concerns? Do you guys like this plan? Do you want to attack the goblins again today, or do you want to try something else?
What do you think, new guys? You want to go goblins, or you want to go to something safer?
Yeah, one question. Is there a city nearby, you said, or just a village?
The nearest town is called Down, and it's to the west, roughly 3 miles away,
3 miles away.
or maybe 6 miles away.
And the
we'll check.
goblins never attack there. Is that right?
Yeah, so here's the campaign map. I'll show you. So this is the campaign map. So here's Down, right? Down is settled in the peaceful grasslands along the coast here. And back in the day, when they were settling the eastern grasslands, they were attacked by goblins that came from the forest directly east of Down, right? So then Down had to send troops out to fight these goblins off, and then drive them back into the forest. But now we have brought the battle to the goblins' home. We've cleared them from the forest on the west side, and now we're at their very caverns, right? Their stronghold. So we destroyed the enemy stronghold from the outside, and now we're raiding their underground lair, right? Which is their dungeon, their last stand, right? So we're besieging them. You guys are attacking from the south front, right? So you're on the south side of the cavern system, and there's many different sides you can attack, but all sides have been basically secured, except the north. The north side is still defended, but the east side, the south side, and the west side have all been taken by humans, right? From Down and from adventurers and such. So we're currently positioned south of the caverns. Okay. So this give you an idea of the region. If you want to go back to town, you can. Over here, it's the Elflands, the kingdom of Merak, right? It's an elven village to the east in the forest. Back in the day, these forests rumored to belong to the elves, actually. Then the goblins then the humans came and killed the elves and drove them east. And then the goblins drove the humans back out to the west. And now we're taking the forest back. But the humans that took these it wasn't the people from Down that killed the elves. It was the people from the north, the wild men mainly. They came down from the north, killed the elves, and took these forests, and then they lost it to the goblins and orcs. And now Down is trying to take it. Down is a group of western people from over the sea, right? So they're like colonial men, right? So they're just here to colonize and settle these lands, right? You're from Down. All of you are civilized men and women, of course. Okay. That is the situation in the
So
background.
who's the captain?
So of course there's two characters ranked as captain, but one can be the captain of the crew, right? So they're ranked as captains because they're C3s. or level 3 characters. But naturally, there's a caller and there's a mapper possibly, which is caller is the one who calls the shots. Mappers maps out the options for the caller to call the shots, right? So assist in calling the shots, and everyone else is focused on doing their job. So
Okay, so do we give or do I take orders? That means we
you
cannot have
you're
any say in.
yep. Everyone has a say in what they will do, but you can assign leadership if you
No, I
guys
mean
want.
it's like a military base. I'm part of a military. Is that right?
You're part of a private company right now, a party consisting of just
I
six
see. So
members right
I'm
now.
employed. Okay.
All of you are
You
joined.
are employed.
Yeah, so vary in ranks and levels and
Alright.
skill, but the idea is when you're an adventuring party, a mercenary crew, you can assign ranks or figure out ranks if you'd like, but some of them are just like freelancers, so everyone's an equal member, so a shareholder, right? Everyone has an equal say in what goes down in the dungeon. So uh, at this point, yeah, you guys finished discussing and going over the history and lore of the area. Now you can decide what you'll do. So starting with Poseidon, uh, are you happy with this plan? You want to explore into the caverns again for this day or something else?
I don't like bringing new people to anywhere where we know there's going to be heavy amounts of enemies. But kobolds and goblins are the best choice for these fellows, so yes. I would also like to hear the opinion of Goose
Okay.
before saying any more.
All right. So Poseidon's.
That's up to them. If they're willing to take a chance for goblins, we'll do it. If they're willing to take a chance for kobolds, we'll do it. It's completely up to them. Do they want to take a high risk run or do they want to do a low risk run?
Let's consider it level 1, so it's pretty low risk. So yeah, Poseidon
Alright.
wants to hear from Goose. Goose wants to hear from the new recruits. Yeah, Moon and Soldier, right? You just arrived here at the promise of monsters to hunt, right? Or with the promise of monsters to hunt. The situation is you came here searching for monsters and treasures to hunt. In this area, this is a good place for you to start off to hunt goblins, right? So from the town of Down, you travel to the southern encampment, siege camp, and you are joined by 4 veterans, right, who've seen and experienced lots of things in these caverns, and they're asking if you're actually willing to go in there with them, pretty much.
I'm okay with whatever, dude.
Alright. So, Poseidon, you want to be leader or my leader?
I would prefer you to be leader.
Alright, I'll take lead. So, what we're going to do, if you guys are ready, I'm going to go ahead and put Dracon up front with a pole and shield.
Right, Drake on the ready to his pull.
Alright, and I'm going to set up with him, behind him, with a flaming sword and grenade.
Okay. Alright, so
I'm going to explain the plan to the team. The plan that I have in mind, we're going to go into the Western Cavern. Inside the Western Cavern, once we go in, there is an area where there are a cliffside or like a place with ropes. My assumption is that it's where they are going to be garrisoned up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bait them out. So I need the people in the back, whenever we get there, to cover our rear. Either we're going to be highly successful or we're going to get, attacked from the rear and then we'll have to fight our way out. Are you guys okay with this plan?
Yes.
Cool. All right.
I got
That's
it.
what we'll do then.
Alright, so while Goose was busy explaining the plan and getting Drake on an oar and such, the idea of D&D is that everyone has a chance to play, right? Or a turn to
Well, yeah.
to play the game. So while he was doing that, Poseidon, what were you doing? Were you just standing around listening and waiting for Goose? Or were you trying anything else?
Well, considering the fact that we just announced him to be the party leader, I will be listening to his word and waiting until we get ready, so probably standing on guard.
Okay, and then your retainer Odysseus will wait with you. In the meantime, Soldier, right? You're here to hunt monsters and treasures. You join the crew, and they are appointing leadership. Goose has been appointed leader by Poseidon. If you have any concerns or objections, you might want to speak up. Otherwise, He is explaining his plan that he thinks you all should follow. He is explaining this while getting his retainer ready as well. And Poseidon, you see Odysseus. They're just waiting around listening to a goose. Do you want to just stand around and listen to goose as well, or do you want to do anything else?
Um, yeah, I'll stand around and eat a grape.
Okay, you eat some of your grapes. That is carried by Moon.
Finish the game.
Alright, so Moon, as Goose is explaining the situation and plans he has in mind for your crew, and as he, gestures Dracon to prepare his pole, as Poseidon and Odysseus and Soldier stand around to listen to Goose, and Soldier eats grapes from your knapsack. Is there anything you want to say or do in the meantime?
Yeah. Yeah, while Soldier is trying to get the grips out of the bag, and I will help him, like, oh, here you go, I guess. And I point to her, like, noticed while they were talking initially, they said, very inconspicuously, nobody else can hear, that they were trying to put us forward so we are sacrificed to die. I propose that if that happens, we leave them.
Right. So just a heads up, Soldier. Right. Moon suggests something to you, given the situation. Right. Something just between the two of you. And Moon, you are a holy man, but doesn't mean that you cannot be careful of your own life. Right. Okay. So, um, with that said, Goose, is your turn again. You just finished explaining your plan and gesturing Dragon to prepare his pole for your last turn. What is your next turn going to be used for?
I'm gonna go ahead and let people know that we're about to go in. Let's file up and start going in.
Alright, so you let them know, hey, it's time to go, and you head on in. And you want to take the
Is there-
westernmost entrance?
I have viewing of the back wall of that first entrance, so I'm gonna go ahead and just go straight in the right side.
Alright, so from the outside, as we prepare to head on in, you will carefully observe from the outside, make sure it's clear. And
Yep.
we're gonna check for any adjustments to the cavern since the last time we were here.
Dang.
Alright, little to no changes. Nothing important. Blueprints have been removed. Shrapnel has been swept. Skeletal remains are still there in the intersection up ahead. Alright. So Goose is currently leading the crew in. He has alerted everyone of his plans. In the meantime, Dracon will follow his, or not follow, but take point. So Goose is, nudges Dracon forward. He advances with Goose, and he prods the area up ahead with his 10-foot pole, ensuring the path ahead is perhaps safe. And in the meantime, Captain Poseidon, do you want to continue with the party or something else?
Yes.
And if you are to continue,
I would like to remind you that my necklace glows, so no torches are needed.
very well. Yep, it
That's
is
a good point. Is it day
indicated.
or night?
It is
It's
daytime,
day.
but the cavern will get dark. However, several crew members possess a magical amulet around their neck or necklace that provides magical dim lighting for the area up ahead, so torches are not required. Unless you want an open flame, right? Okay, so Captain Poseidon, he begins to follow after and continue with Goose and Dracon. And if you are to continue, Captain Poseidon, are you gonna follow with Goose, or are you gonna stick to Dracon's side? How do you wish to proceed?
How is the path? I.
By
Go
that,
in
I
one
mean
by
it's a
one.
marching order. Single file? Okay.
Yeah, it's not exactly very accessible.
Odysseus will follow behind you. And then, of course, Moon, the acolyte Moon, you see the party is advancing into the tunnel, the eastern tunnel of the two western tunnels, right, that lead north. Do you want to follow in line or something else?
Do we have another path to the left or right?
there is another path. It seems like it might join the path that they're going on. So if you want to take the western path, you could.
No, I'm gonna follow that, but I'm gonna take care to notice if there are any changes while I'm going through.
Good to go.
Anything moving, anything sounding like a threat or looking like a threat.
Sounds good. You are considered to be exploring at this point like the rest of the crew. Exploration assumes careful movement, observation, and mapping as your characters advance. Alright, Soldier, would you like to continue after Moon and follow the rest of the party or something else?
I'll just follow behind.
Alright, so far the situation's pretty simple. The party's exploring north through a tunnel right now. So Dracon, you can see he's up ahead, prodding that floor in search of any monsters, traps, or treasure. And he gets toward that intersection. He pokes at those bones up ahead. Nothing happens. And the only way forward is another tunnel past this intersection. Continues for about 20 feet north and then turns to the west. So Dracon takes us down that tunnel, and the party remains single file. And carefully, he continues toward the corner and presses against that western wall and peeks around it. Just the corner. And observes for any changes to the area. Alright, then little to nothing has changed since the last time we were here. The lavender flowers have grown a bit longer. It seems like they cover a lot more of the wall now, which forces your crew into a single file push, right? Previously, they only grew on certain sections of the walls. Now they grow on all sections of the walls, right? They have spread it. So Dracon, of course, alerts the crew of that. He turns around and says, Captain Goose, the flowers have grown since the last time a crew was here. They seem to have spread it along the walls, north and south. Alright, so Captain Goose, do you have any response, or are you just ready to move on?
I just turn around and let everybody know, don't touch the flowers, and we continue.
Very well. Poseidon, is there anything else you want to do besides continue?
Well, besides being on my guard, no, not really.
Okay. Your retainer Odysseus continues to carefully follow after hearing word about the flowers. Moon, any questions, concerns, anything else you want to do as you follow? Or are you good to go?
Yeah, I'll try to pose a question to Captain Geese. Is this place usually safe? You walk through this place, like every time you go through this is like safe, nothing to worry.
I
or do we
simply
have to be careful
say,
all the time.
I simply say nothing is safe when you're outside of down. That's all I say.
I see. And am I correct to assume that goblins usually dig?
Dig? Yeah, they dig a lot.
Yeah. Are there any holes on the walls or the ceilings?
This ain't a trap, don't worry.
I see. Good then. Leave it to your judgment.
Looking around, there are no noteworthy holes at the moment. All holes or any other entrances are currently mapped. So if you're talking about this other western entry, if that's a large gap in between the walls, that is to the west. But yeah, good questions, right? You hold the crew just in case. You're like, Captain Goose, quick question about the goblins. Do they dig? And such, right? And you got a basic idea of what they might do down here, right? He told you that this place is not exactly safe, right? In the meantime, Soldier, were you doing anything or saying anything as the party continued to explore? I know there's not much going on yet. We're still searching for monsters and treasures to hunt. Alright, so if not, you'll just continue exploring after Moon
Yeah.
for your turn. Okay, so back to Dragon's turn. Right, he's leading your crew. For surely he was able to explore, have our crew explore up to 60 feet before a turn would pass. We already did 10, 20, 30, 40. Yes, he brought us all the way to the intersection before the turn passed. So turn means 10 minutes passed since we began exploration. Exploration today began at 0800 hours. So now it's currently 0810 upon arrival. He gets to the intersection. Toward the south he sees the striped campfire. Toward the west an empty intersection. Toward the north, some firewood stacked along the eastern wall. The only way forward is to continue north toward where the tunnel turns to the west. In that western approach, there's a wall of stakes pointing eastward, planted toward the west. So Dracon, of course, being that he's in the front, looks to Captain Goose for directions. Right? He says, "Sir, which way?"
All right. So I tell him continue towards essentially the encampment. Keep an eye out for them to be buried in.
Minor changes include that the firewood pile is now half as large. So someone has taken some firewood from here.
Cool.
Alright, he's leading the crew north now. Carefully pouring that floor with his pole. Captain Goose, you're carefully following Dracon. Poseidon, do you want to continue with Goose or something else?
I'll continue with Goose.
Odysseus followed you through the tunnel covered in lavender flower vines. Moon, you are now proceeding after Odysseus through a cavernous tunnel covered in vines of lavender flowers. You just want to continue after Odysseus, or do you want to try anything else? No treasures or traps or monsters spotted yet. Just lavender flower vines on the walls. So it's very calm and peaceful at the moment. Any questions, concerns, or anything else you want to do as you follow Odysseus? Nothing? Okay.
Is she here?
Oh, he's here. Yeah, Soldier, how about you? Anything else you want to do? Nothing? Alright, just keep carefully and vigilantly following the crew. So little to nothing has occurred yet, right? Draken has led our crew north, brought the floor toward the stakes, and carefully peeks into that open area. Magical light reveals a large intersection with a barricaded corner toward the direct northwest, the far side. There's a cliffside to the north and west, leading into higher levels of the dungeon. Last time we were here, we annotated that there were goblins on those cliff positions. Currently, we don't see any goblins up there, right? So these goblins that were annotated on the map are currently not visible, right? So it seems clear. There are ropes here and there. However, you do see on the stakes, right? On the stakes are the heads of some of your companions. Their heads have been planted at the ends of the stakes, right? Have been skewered at the end of the stakes, from the back of their heads through their mouths. This includes the heads of various members, including Shaldry and his retainers, right? It's quite the gruesome sight as we proceed. So Dracon, he points them out. He says, "Hey, that might be Shaldry's head, right?" All right. So how do we want to continue? This place looks pretty dangerous.
So at this point, I talk to what's the Gold? What you got? Odysseus? Is it Odysseus? Whoever has the flaming oil, and I instruct him. Yeah, I instruct him as I move forward. I say, "Here's what we're gonna do," and I look at Dracon and I say, "Hey, pull on one of those stakes to see if you can pull it out." And while I say that, I turn to him. I say, "Look, you hit one side with your flaming oil. Use my sword to light it if you need to, and don't use it until I say go." And what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially make ourselves known. Walk in there and ask them, well, just trust me. Just know when I say throw, throw.
All right. So one thing at a time.
You throw on the left, I throw top.
Okay, so are we not taking
Alright.
action? Are we stopping the plan? Is that what you want to do? You guys want an open discussion first? Because if we're not, you can't say all those things. And that's multiple turns, right? So we're taking turns doing things.
You're good.
So if you want to say all those things at once,
I tell Dracon.
okay.
I just tell Dracon, pull out a stake, and then I get ready with my flame sword, just to see if he can do it.
All right, so you say pull out one of those stakes as you draw your sword, right? Your sword is already drawn. So you want to? I guess you can.
Essentially, I'm keeping I'm keeping check for noise check,
Okay, do you
and
want
then if I hear it,
to activate the sword? Get the flames out?
yeah. Activate the sword.
Alright, so you command the sword to light a flame, right? And yeah,
Yep.
so you have to keep it simple. It's one action per turn, right? If you want us just have an open discussion, everyone has to agree to not do anything else but listen and discuss, right? Otherwise, it
Yeah,
wouldn't
you're
be
good.
fair
You're good. I'm
for
sorry.
everyone. Yeah, so for one person to have a bunch of actions or
Yeah.
time to talk while everyone else just stands there.
I got you.
All right, so Goose, your thing is for your turn, you're gonna give Dracon orders as you draw your sword. And Dracon, right, he spent his turn looking to you, and then just to let you know about what he sees, and then looks back to the stakes and the intersection. In the meantime, Captain Poseidon, as Goose is giving orders to Dracon and drawing his sword, right? What were you doing?
Put away my shield and get out my tinderbox and get ready to light the fucking oil.
All right, so
I said it's not lit yet. I'm just getting ready to light it.
so you're gonna put your shield down and get that tinderbox out,
Yeah.
or put your shield away for now. So you quickly sling it, get down to your knees.
It's long. Everything I have is.
Right. Um, and then in the meantime, as you're getting tinderbox and flint and steel out to light that oil, your retainer Odysseus, right? Uh, did you have any orders for him as you were preparing these things?
Get the arquebus ready.
Okay, he nods and says, "Of course, sir." Or he says, "Yeah, of course, Poseidon." Right. And then he
Of course,
prepares.
cousin.
Well, you both are the same rank technically, but he's your retainer today, so you're level
Yeah,
3.
but he's technically a cousin of the house, isn't he?
All right, so he's getting his arquebus ready. Yeah, he does have one, right? Yeah.
He should have an arquebus somewhere.
There it is.
Yeah, slung arquebus with 4 bullets.
He's getting that thing loaded. In the meantime, Moon, you notice that the party is getting ready for a combat. Do you want to prepare a weapon as well, or do you want to do something else?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, I had a something staff. What was it? Quarter staff. I want to hold that in my hand, and at the same time, I want to address Captain Poseidon and say, I'm very interested in the pantheon of this nation of ours. How is it that
Not fucking
you
now.
are? I see. Carry on.
Okay. So he replies immediately, and he of course refuses to discuss further as you're preparing your quarterstaff. In the meantime, Moon, I want to let you know your job as a cleric mainly is to use the power of God to defend your crew against evil. And one of your main skills you have throughout any level is the ability to turn undead, which means to compel evil, right? So turn away the undead. In this case, there's no undead, so what you'll do is just compel evil, right? And the compelling of evil might allow you to scare your enemies off, to bring the presence of God into the dungeon, right? And cause fear among them, right? Fear and panic. So you can, ask or you can draw into the powers of your faith and try to scare off enemies, right? For
Do they
calling for
affect
protection.
goblins? You mean?
Possibly, yeah. So and there could be a presence in here that will cause them to feel, a holy presence that is, of course, painful for them, right? Threatening or protective for you, but painful for them to be around, right? A presence as bright and burning, right? God-fearing presence, right? So a supernatural presence, you can call upon it into the chamber, destroy fear in your enemies, right? And create protection for your crew. Soldier, in the meantime, as Moon is remembering his training and preparing his quarterstaff, if you want, you can also get your symbol out, ready to turn on dead, if you wish to compel evil. So, would you like to, or just the
Is it
staff?
my turn or is it soldier's turn?
Yeah, just your turn. Still, so
Okay, the symbol as well, yeah.
okay. So now it's soldier's turn for sure. So soldier, as you see, everyone's kind of getting ready for combat. You seem to be already ready to go because you got your combat gear ready earlier. Is there anything else you want to do or say in the meantime?
Um, um,
No? Okay, so I just want to remind you of your job and your skills. As a thief, you're very good at moving silently and hiding in shadows. And if you attack when the enemies cannot see you or from behind, you will get a very great bonus, right? You have a very high chance to hit or a very high chance to kill. If you manage to do either um, attack from an unaware position or from behind, if you can do both, you have both bonuses, right? So basically, if you manage to ambush the enemy somehow or attack them when they're distracted in the middle of fighting, right? So that is your skill. You have the skill called backstab. You can backstab the enemies, right? With any weapon, even your sling or your dagger. All right, back to Dracon. As you know, the crew was getting ready. You know, Soldier on the back, Moon, all of them getting ready. Goose was giving Dracon some orders, right? Dracon, he turned around and said to Goose that the stakes had the heads of our old companions, right? Goose gave him orders to pull out one of those stakes, and realizing the situation, um, he will of course make a morale check. He passes and is brave enough to do that. He sets his shield down and his pole against the wall and begins to try to pull a stake free. Right? He gets to work. Okay, and so far everything is quiet. The light lights up most of the area, right? But Goose, you know, on your turn, you had commanded your sword to light a flame, and as it lit a flame, you saw in the distance the enemy start to creep up on our position, right? They're moving into the dim lighting of the magical dim light. The enemy are here, right? They're moving in with bow and arrows on that cliffside, from what you can tell. And as that's all going on, um, what will be your next move, Goose?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and light my grenade and throw it straight. You see where he's standing? I want to be to the right of him, and I'm gonna throw it straight to the one to the left.
Straight to the one to the left. What does that mean? Like you want to throw it 30 feet northwest?
Um, so you see where the. All right, I just got back in my truck. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. If I can throw it straight over him, straight to the top of that thing. I should be able to see a line of sight.
You might be able to see the cliff, but it's too far away. Too high and too hard to
Okay,
throw.
so
You would have to get closer. It's out of range.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna climb around. I can see where I'm at now. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and go around him while he's pulling on that. Uh, Step on top, or not really step on top. I'm gonna prepare for the side on the left, grenade in hand.
Okay. So,
I'm moving north around him, behind the palisades or stakes or whatever.
right, you're moving around Dracon with your
Yep,
flame on command sword and your grenade in the other hand, right?
correct.
Okay. And in the meantime, Poseidon, you got your tinderbox out, opened it up, uh, cried the fires. At this point, so that's what you got. You managed to accomplish last round. So this round, you can light the flaming oil if you want, or you can. What do you want to do? You want to light that thing up or something else?
I'll go a bit north behind Dracon, but I won't light it. Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So you've got the tinderbox in one hand, the oil in the other hand. You're gonna move up, and then Odysseus with the arquebus will carefully follow,
Yeah,
okay?
that's fine.
And he will also need an open flame to light his arquebus, like a candle. Uh,
What? When was that?
well, yeah,
That's
it's a
new.
matchlock. It's a matchlock. So no, the idea is that you guys usually have a torch with you, so you can light on a torch. Goose has a flame on command sword, so if you get close enough to Goose, you can light the fuse against his sword, right? So
No, okay, yeah, I'll note that down. Jesus, I never knew that.
yeah, that's how an arquebus is fired. Technically, you need an open flame to fire it.
Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, the adventurer Moon, right? You got your gear out. The crew is starting to advance. You just want to advance with them or something else? They're slowly advancing.
Yeah. Do I have to get in close to them, or should I stay in the intersection between the place just to make sure nothing comes behind?
You could do that. You
Oh, what is
could.
that destroyed campfire?
Yep. You want to go toward it?
I just noticed that.
Yeah, it's to the
No,
south.
no, I'm just gonna stand here. Just gonna ask, like, can I see it from here?
See the campfire? Yeah, it's
No, no.
directly south to you.
Oh,
Yep. You're at an intersection. There's an
nothing.
alcove to the south and a tunnel to the north. Your party is moving north. There's a destroyed campfire and that alcove to the south.
I'll try to stand out of danger, and I think that's around where I am right now. If they proceed further, I will move with this, keeping this distance. Is this
Okay.
alright?
That's fine, yeah. You'll wait here in the tunnel. Soldier, you can see most of the crew is carefully proceeding northwest. Do you want to go with them or do you want to stay back in the tunnel still?
I had a question about the cave.
Yeah, what's your question?
You know how there's that cliff?
You can't see it, but yeah, there's a
Like
cliff
a
up there.
rock?
Yeah.
How tall is it?
You can't tell from here. You're too far away. But you can move up and find out.
Yeah, can I move up and find out?
Yep. You're gonna advance. You hear them talking about a cliff, right? You're gonna get up there and have a look for yourself. So back to so Captain Goose was going around to Dracon, right, as he was pulling at a stake, and as you went around them, the enemy have moved in, seeing Dracon pulling at the stake, and the enemies to the west, they have moved in as well. You can see them in the dim lighting of your flame on command and the magical light, right? So
We can't see what you're looking at, Ian. It's like the whole screen is.
all right, you don't need to see it. You just need to understand that the goblins are approaching from the cliffs. So they're approaching from the cliffs, and you can just barely see them. You mostly just hear them moving in, but they're being sneaky. They're being quiet, and they're creeping up to the ledge, right? So you might be able to see you. You might be able to see them, right? The further they are from the ledge, the harder it is to see them naturally due to the angle and height difference. So Dracon's in the middle of this, and you got around, and like you said, you wanted to get that grenade lit. So the fuse is lit. And then what did you want to do with it after that?
Let's throw it straight at to the west.
The western one? Alright, so the cliff
Yep.
is about 15 feet tall, right? You have a 20-foot throw laterally, but then you've got a 15-foot height to scale. So you're still out of range from here. It would hit the cliffside, unless you had a sling, but reasonably your character would throw it 30-ish feet in the dungeon before it would possibly hit the cliffside or the ceiling or just fall short, right? So the reasonable, due to mass and such, right, the reasonable throw for these grenades is up to 10 meters. And then it just kind of, yeah. The max throw is usually 10 meters,
Well, I mean,
30 feet.
I'm not gonna hold it, but chunk it.
Right, so you'll throw it
it's
at the
lit.
cliff. Yep. Unless you want to charge in there and throw it up the cliff or something, right? But,
I wouldn't have time. It's already lit. You'd kill me.
right. So you lit the fuse.
I'd do it if I could, but you won't let me.
Well, you wanted to light it, right, and throw it at the cliff to the north. So you lit it.
So that's what I wanted to do before I came back in the truck. I didn't realize it was like a
Further
what
away.
do you call it, corner there.
Okay. Well, yeah, you went. Did you not want to light the grenade?
No, I was gonna hold it off because
Okay.
I was actually wanting to talk to him.
Okay,
I
so
could.
you peeked around Dracon as he was pulling out the stake, and what did you do from there?
I'm just gonna straight up yell to the goblins. I know some of them can hear me, and I'm gonna say, "We brought a ton of coin to bring our bodies back."
All right.
They
So you
understand the language?
you yell to them in the common tongue, right? What you're here for, and Poseidon,
Yeah.
of course, is posted up, right? And he's got his tinderbox ready with the flaming oil in the other hand. Bear in mind, the tinderbox is not a torch, right? So if you want to use it, you do, open it up, take the fire steel out, and then crack it together to light, right? To create a spark and light the fuse. So it's a slower process
Yeah,
than
I'm
a
just
torch,
ready. I'm just ready for that. You just.
right? Yeah, so it's not the
It's
best
not like
tool
I
for
have a
lighting a
torch. Do I have a torch?
torch or candle would be a lot more efficient for a ready light
Yeah,
source.
that's what I'm questioning. Do I have a torch for this kind of thing?
Looks like you didn't bring any.
No. Poseidon.
Odysseus brought torches, looks like. He's got 8.
Yeah.
So in the
Just
meantime,
have a singular one lit on the floor, ready to light the fucking grenade with.
I mean, he can just carry it. So he just took out a torch, and as you guys were kind of waiting around, you kind of just like, you both got down on your knees, you set the box down, and you open it up, get the fire seal out, crack it against the torch, get a torch lit, and
Yeah.
he's currently carrying it. He can drop it if you want, but then after that, you have to go back to the torch on the ground to light anything up. Right, so probably he was just going to carry it for now until he's ready to drop it and fire his arquebus.
Yeah.
Okay, so, but if you want to order him to drop it, he will. It's just now you got to think about the fact that now you're leaving it behind, right? You got to pick it back up or something.
No, we're not leaving it behind. We're not leaving it behind.
Okay, so he has the torch. It has light. Alright, and Soldier. Let's see. Actually, yeah. So Goose, you called out to them for your 3rd turn. We're on turn 3 now. Or no, wait, we're on turn 2. Yeah, we're still on turn 2.
Yeah.
So turn 2, you stepped around Dracon. You called out to them. Drake and their move was to creep up down the cliffs and prepare to fire, defend their positions. Dragon was busy pulling a stake. Let's see if he got it in one go. Force doors check. Let's check his strength. He is strong. Yeah, he freed one of the stakes that has a head on it. So he freed one stake. So this stake is freed. So now it just becomes a stake, not planted. So he's got a 3-foot stake in his hands, and he just drops it to the ground and says, "Sir, I've got the stake." Or no, he's holding on to it at the moment. And you called out to the enemies. You yelled at them. Let's see if you'll get a reaction in a moment. But as you yelled at them, as Dracon pulled out a stake, Poseidon was getting a torch lit with Odysseus, and Soldier was moving up to try to see that cliff. And everyone's kind of in the way, but Soldier, you can see over them kind of. And from what you can tell, that cliff is pretty tall. It's about 15 foot tall, right? Leading to a higher level within the dungeon.
Is the thing straight ahead of us? Are we on a cliff too?
No, we're not. So we're downhill.
Is the thing
This
straight
area.
ahead of us?
These lines here represent where stakes are, wooden stakes facing us. So they slow our movement.
Okay.
Like
And what's the thing? The rocks or the circles?
these circles represent a barricade, like a pile of rubble or a pile of like a sandbag or like rocks here just piled up to create like a little barricade. It's currently abandoned.
Could I get inside of there?
You can try to move up to it, yeah. So you're moving up, but Goose and Dracon are in the way still. So if they, unless you force your way through, you have to wait for them to move out of the way before you can continue. But they're busy, right? You can see
But
Goose
is it
is.
possible if
Oh.
I could, like, go past the rocks?
Go past the rocks.
Like, I'm not saying I'm trying to right now. I'm asking if we get rid of the stakes, could I go into the barricade?
Yeah, climb into the barricade. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could,
The first obstacle is
you could-
your companions, and then after that, you can go past the stakes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go between them. So, the main thing that they do is they slow our movement. Like, we can't charge, we can't bring vehicles through here easily. But we can definitely squeeze past them. In the meantime, as soldiers getting up there and making observations on the area up ahead, as all that's going on, Moon, were you staying back to guard the east, or you're gonna move up with the crew or something else?
Yeah, and also I'm wondering if it's possible for me to prepare any spells ahead of time so I can cast it to, I don't know, buff the teammates.
Right.
Is that a thing?
Not quite yet. So clerics have no spells until level 2. The only spell or skill they have is turn undead, and then they have the skill to fight like everyone else and all that. But yeah, their only special skill is compel evil.
Okay, then maybe me standing back is not that much of a help, so I'm just gonna move closer to the team.
Okay, and dance with
Yeah,
them with your
that's
staff
it.
and symbol, ready to go. So Yep, sounds good. You're just moving up, and you can start to pray when you're ready for your crew. But basically, reactions from the enemy.
Wait, what do you mean by pray?
Yeah, like compel evil.
For
You have to pray for it. Pray to your God to protect your crew and to
Ah,
drive
okay,
off
so
evil.
I think okay, should I begin praying?
You can start praying immediately. Yeah. Try
Don't
to.
say that,
Okay,
he
then
can come
I start,
up.
yes.
All right. So he starts to pray from where he's at, and
Better that he started praying.
yep, from the background you guys can hear him speaking Latin. Like he's like asking God to protect your crew, to bless your souls, and
Oh, so they can hear us?
I mean, they definitely hear
They
us,
knew
right? We're
we are
making
here.
noise. Dracon's pulling out a
I
stake, and
already know
Goose
we're
is
here.
yelling toward them.
Yeah,
They don't know that you're here, Soldier. I mean, they kind of know since you're kind of walking toward the front, but they know for certain there's at least two of you, right? They know that Goose is here and Dracon's here, and everyone else is further back in the tunnel. But they're gonna react to our crew, so they're gonna react to the fact that we are pulling out a stake and yelling out to them in the common tongue, right? Whether they understand or not, uh, we'll find out. Scoring a 6 for reaction, we are doing something that is hostile, right? Not friendly. We are removing a stake, so that's a hostile action, so -1. And then we are also yelling at them too, so -1. So it's a negative reaction. They react hostily, right? They don't attack
I
immediately,
was yelling to give them something though.
but they are warning us, right? These goblins, right? They begin firing warning shots, right? So one from the west fires a warning shot toward Dracon, aiming to just hit his armor, right? So particularly his helm as he was pulling a stake. So it's a dual shot. Lands the hit and subdues Dracon for 1 damage, right? Dracon feels a stun, right? He was in the middle of pulling a stake on, then suddenly he's dinked in the helmet, right? Poof, right? By an arrow. He took 1 damage. He probably healed last game, so he's at 4 of 5 hits. Goose, right? They fired a warning round from the west in response to you yelling. They probably understood you. You yelled out to them. You only can say one thing, but you try to say multiple things. But it's one turn, right? So in this one turn that you yelled at them, you yelled, "We brought money for the bodies or whatever," right?
Yeah.
They reacted negatively. They fired a warning shot, so
Well, they didn't try to kill us, so that's a plus.
they respond in the Goblin tongue and in the Common tongue. One of 4 goblins might speak Common, and so they yell out to your crew, and you hear them. You hear one of them in Goblin say, um, "That is a warning, humans. Any further, and we will rain down hell upon your crew. You will join the rest of your friends." All right, so back to Dracon. Right after he got shot, he immediately dropped the stake and grabbed at his heavy shield and pull on the wall, right? Because he set those aside. So he's grabbing those things right now, and as he's grabbing them, Captain Goose, would you like to respond to the goblins or take action? This is your 3rd turn.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna yell back, "Fine, we'll leave."
Okay, and then after you say that, you want to start leaving or something else?
So I'm gonna turn to the party, instruct them to back out. We're not leaving, but like that's what we're going to do. We're gonna I'm saying, "Hey, let's back out."
All right. Yep. So you turn around and you gesture them back. You start to fall back. Right. Careful. You want to do a full retreat or fighting withdrawal? Full retreat means you turn your back.
Fighting withdrawal.
Okay. Fighting withdrawal is your half speed, moving carefully backwards, still defending yourself. All right. In that case, Soldier, of course. Do you want to? What do you want to do at this point? Goose is falling back, so you want to fall back too, or something else? He can't fall back
There's
unless
gonna
you fall
be-
back, or make space for him.
I'll be like we're on like the wall. I just wanna be clicking down to the wall.
All right, just
I don't
stay
wanna
against the
fall
wall.
back.
You're not falling back.
Yeah.
So you stay, and Goose tries to back up and needs space. Draco starts to back up into Poseidon. Poseidon, you can put the tinderbox away now since Odysseus has a torch. You can grab your weapon. And do you want to fall back too? Goose is gesturing for withdrawal. He agreed to the goblin's terms. They requested that we leave at once or die, right? In combat. They threatened to kill us. So Poseidon, do you want to withdraw or something else? Giving you some options here.
I'll listen to his orders and motion Odysseus to go back.
In the meantime, would you like to switch your tinderbox out for something else?
The shield.
Heavy shield?
The shield.
Right, it's a heavy shield though.
Are we sure?
You have a heavy shield? Or a normal shield? Okay, you have a normal shield, okay. Alright, so you're backing off. Odysseus starts to back off. Moon. You can see the crew is starting to withdraw. All but Soldier. Soldier's staying alone, staying at the wall. But yeah, you see Draco backing off. You see Goose starting to back off. Do you want to back off too, Moon, or do you want to do something else? You were praying. Right, so you were praying for...
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do anything, and I think... Yeah, I think my... Does it affect me if I continue praying while moving, or I can't do that?
So as you were praying, 4 of your crew members start to feel a holy presence, and all it does for now is it gives them a +1 morale, only mainly to NPCs. So Odysseus starts to feel a holy presence. Captain Poseidon, Soldier, and Dracon, you start to feel the holy presence, right? So, or the Holy Spirit nearby, right? So he's calling for protection.
Or
And,
it's casted and stun. I can...
well, they're the only ones present nearby, so you're praying for protection, and you guys feel somewhat protected or somewhat, yeah, compelled, right? You feel
I
compelled.
don't think that's not my question. I'm saying I can move back and continue praying, or I don't even need to pray anymore because the effect has taken place.
You can keep praying and falling back. It's taking place to help your party at the moment, so, but it hasn't taken place to scare the enemies off because they need to hear you and see you as you pray against them.
Nice.
Right. So for now, only your crew is affected by your prayers. They hear you speaking Latin, and although they might not care, they can already start to feel a supernatural presence among our crew. Right? You invited the Holy Spirit into the tunnel. Right. God is with you, your crew at the moment. Okay, so Moon, you want to back off? Fall back with your crew? Most of them are starting to withdraw.
Yes.
Alright. And we'll withdraw up to 20 feet in a turn. So, or in this case, we're doing a fine withdrawal, so 10 feet. So we get about 10 feet back, up to 10 feet back. Soldier, as everyone was clearing out, was there a reason you wanted to stay? Did you want to sneak in there? Move through the shadows?
I was planning to, but I don't want to be the only one sneaking in.
Okay, so you want to fall back too?
So
Might be too risky for you.
no, I think I'm gonna just stay there because they can't see me there, right?
Possibly the goblins on the west might see a little bit of you. You can fall back further south and then you'll be a complete cover. So if you walk over the wooden firewood, then you're out of sight. Yeah, so you should be fine. The goblins have warned us. They fired a warning shot. We agreed to withdraw. So back to Dracon, right? It's his turn again. He adhered to his master's words and continues to withdraw, right? But Captain Goose, do you want to continue withdrawing from the area, or what's your next move going to be?
I'm going to continue withdrawing, but what I want to do is I want to tell Dracon, just kind of point him to the south.
All right.
And I want Poseidon, I'm going to point next to me around that wall as we get around it.
Okay, the western wall that you're next to? Okay.
The east.
Okay, that's...
As we go.
Alright, so that's across of you. Okay. You point toward the east wall, you point toward the south wall. You only have one action, so... You start your round by pointing south toward Dracon, but Dracon was already falling back. And then you look to halfway through the round, you're going to be pointing to the east for Poseidon. You look at Poseidon and you point toward the east. Alright, so... Are you moving while you're pointing?
Can I do that while moving?
Yeah, which way are you moving?
Yeah. I'm moving straight east.
Alright. And then Poseidon, are you moving east with him? He pointed east as he looked at you.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Okay, so you just follow what he says. Your retainer Odysseus, do you have any orders for him, or otherwise he's just gonna follow you?
I mean, he's gonna follow me. This is kind of weird, even by my standards.
Alright, and then Moon.
But I'm not,
The party's
I'm
moving
not
toward the
questioning
east.
this.
Do you want to fall back further east or something else? So they're all starting to
Am
push
I
back
able to
east.
move?
Yeah, do you want to continue east so they can move east?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move in a place so somebody can pass me, and I need to be positioned, if I remember correctly, from in the rear.
Okay, yep, so you continue east. The party is at this point just.
No, that's not what I mean.
What do you mean?
I need to be positioned in the rear. That was the order. That means I need to let them pass me so I'm in the rear.
Okay, so you want to move toward a wall, but the wall's
I
covered.
cannot move away? Yes.
There's no other
Oh, I
space.
cannot go. Alright, so I'll move out from the lavender flower vines because I also received the order to not to touch them. So I move in a place that I can.
So you want to move
safely
east, right?
Get away from the. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Alright, per turn you can move up to 10 to 20 feet. 10 would be walking speed. If you move past 10, and or you're medium footman, I think. So I think you can do. Wait, let me double check. You might be medium or light. Let's see. Alright, you got 10, 15. Alright, so you're a light footman, I think. So you can move up to 15 feet walking or 30 feet running. So if you move 3 squares, that's 15. That would mean you walked or carefully ran to this area past the vines, and then you have 15 more feet to go if you want.
Enough.
That's enough? Far enough? So just outside of the vines.
That's enough. Yeah, that's enough.
Alright, so that allowed Poseidon to fall
Outside
back,
of the vines.
and Goose went with, and Odysseus. Draco went toward the south.
We're not. Yeah, we're not actually leaving. Just let you know.
How far were you
Oh.
trying to move east? Is this good? Through the
Just
tunnel?
far enough. Yeah, just far enough so he can watch where that stake is. So when that stake moves, that means goblin area, and we're gonna light it up.
Alright, we are at halftime. We're an hour and 42 minutes in. We have made no profits yet, unfortunately, but we are going to take a small break. So, 5-minute break. When you get back, hopefully our next moves will be profitable. So far, our past few moves have been very passive and defensive, but we shall see. Alright, come back in 5 minutes.
We cannot communicate in this time.
You can if you want. This is
We
just a
can.
break. Yeah.
So let me explain what I was.
What is the point? Yeah.
Let me explain.
Can you do
Go.
that? Like,
The
doesn't that
goblins-
chronologically stop?
Let me continue. The goblins
Yeah.
are going to replace the stake, which means they have to come down from their cliff, right? They see our light retreating out. So what's going to happen is we have people at place, and a woman right there. Goblins love women. And as soon as they see a woman hanging out behind, they're going to get, shit-faced. They're ready to go. Well, guess what's going to happen? They come down, they try to replace that stake, they see a woman, they try to get it, and then we have grenades ready to go. Should eliminate a ton of them. You see the plan? That's what goblins do.
You're a bait soldier.
Maybe good thing I stayed there.
I didn't think you were going to, but when you did, I was like, fuck, this is going to work perfectly.
So what's wrong with the flowers?
I was very worried that you might actually just end up killing yourself. But the flowers are poisonous. I guarantee you, anything in a dungeon that is fucking a plant will kill you.
So, here's what I want you to do, Thief. The moment you see a goblin, scream bloody hell. So, I mean, technically you're bait, but you'll be fine. They don't want to kill you.
Yeah, they just want to touch me.
Yeah, they don't want to kill you. That's how goblins are. Or they might, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they won't. So, as soon as, essentially when you do that, they're going to rush down, right? Because, well, goblins are, I mean, they're kind of smart, but they're kind of dumb at the same time. They're very friendly. So, hopefully, what's going to happen is, yeah, gold. Yeah, it's quick, isn't it? Gold, but what you're going to do, what the plan is, I want you to go straight south, right, from where we are. And then I, whenever she screams bloody hell, am immediately moving to the left or west,
You want me
and I'm
to
chugging
go
that
stop?
grenade. Yeah, you'll be fine.
You want me to scream when I see them, or like when
When
they
you
put the
see
stake
them.
down?
So
When you see
whenever
them.
whenever you see them, yeah, because they're gonna be baited by the stake. You're going to scream when you see a goblin. They're gonna hear woman scream. We're going to react by throwing explosives, and they're gonna
I'm
die.
not gonna blow up.
You'll be
No,
fine.
no, because you'll be immediately getting the fuck out of there when you see them.
Yeah. The moment you see it, you're gonna run. You're gonna run straight south, and they're gonna chase out.
So I
You're gonna
scream and
race straight to Odysseus and Poseidon, who will be ready to fucking shoot.
And they're gonna
do I
be
go
funneled.
to Dracon?
You're gonna run straight south towards Dracon, yes.
Okay.
Because Dracon has a shield. He's positioned in a position to keep
Oh,
safe.
let's.
You see how I set this up?
Mm-hmm.
That position we were in was terrible. I could have done that better, but I mean, I didn't. So I have to deal with what I did. But as long as everybody knows, now the cleric in the rear, you can keep praying, and if we get lucky, you can give them a reaction roll, and they may retreat. We may be able to just fucking knock them out, right?
All right. Then. Continuing praying.
So, hopefully it works. If not, we're all in a terrible position, and we're all gonna die. Not just me or you or whoever, but I'm pretty sure we got this.
I mean, I still have darkness on both Odysseus and
Oh yeah.
Poseidon. I can close off where they see us, and
Here's the problem. Your armor doesn't matter anymore because of subdual damage. They can just shoot you with subdual damage and interrupt you. So like mages are situation. Anybody who
What the fuck
casts.
is the point of wearing plate?
Yeah, that's like it is, but it's whatever. So as long as you have a guy in front of you, you should be fine. But everybody understand what we're doing?
Yes.
Cool.
I know my role.
He knows.
He said, "I'm gonna pray."
Yeah.
What time is it for you guys?
It is
Apparently
6:11
it's-
a.m.
It's around 2.
It's 12:15.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the break is over. It's time to resume, right? So, from where we left off, the party was withdrawing into the tunnel full of lavender flower vines. We left Dracon to move in toward that alcove to the south, and then Sol just stayed behind, still out of sight of the enemy, but in that last tunnel before the intersection. Alright, it's back to Dracon's turn. So down here, Dracon is on his own. He's got his shield ready, and he switches his pullout to his, I think, his spear. Let's see if he has one.
Yeah, he's got a spear.
Okay.
He has a spear.
In the meantime, he is holding his position, watching that north area. And as he does that, Soldier, it's your turn again. So you made it to the firewood. You're waiting here out of the sight of the enemy. You have eyes on the intersection. You want to hold that position still? You're currently just kind of standing there crouched with a dagger and sling in hand.
Yeah.
You want to just wait there, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna just wait.
Okay. Alright, back to Odysseus. You followed Goose's crew further east during the withdrawal. This is the retainer Odysseus. So he just continues to follow at the moment. But Goose, for your next turn, this is fourth turn, fourth round. What do you want to do at this point?
I asked Odysseus, like the guy behind me, right? He's the retainer. Shit, I
Right.
thought he was the other guy. Damn it. I asked him if I can swap places with him, like so he can back out. And I can pick.
Okay, yeah, you back off. Give you some space.
Yeah.
Poseidon will follow.
So who are you following? You're following Goose or?
I need to go west and then south down to the burned out fire pit.
Okay, so as they were falling, or if they were moving back into the intersection, you followed them and made your way south, and then they would go back into the tunnel. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, you said Odysseus first. The moon. Are you staying in the tunnel or are you repositioning?
Yeah, I'm following in a way that I can. They can hear me and they can see me.
Okay. Yep.
Teammates.
Yeah, Odysseus is with you.
God damn it, Odysseus, get back here.
Oh, do you want
So
to?
we just ran forward.
Okay, so Odysseus was supposed to go south.
You
Okay.
should stay near me.
Okay, okay.
Down there, yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Thank you.
All right, back to so as you guys were all repositioning, Moon stayed put with Goose, and we're back to Dracon. So Dracon's just been waiting with the spear and shield for the next move, right? I see Poseidon and Odysseus have joined him at the alcove where the destroyed campfire is, and just holds position, waiting for orders, right, or for the next move. Back to Soldier. Nothing has occurred, right? You've been waiting here for a while. You want to just keep waiting here on the firewood?
She will be waiting there, yes.
Soldier, are you with us?
Yeah.
You want to just keep waiting here, or do you want to do something else? The goal
Yeah,
or the
I'm just
mission is
waiting.
to kill monsters, and oh yeah, you're just gonna wait it out. Maybe the monsters will come to us, right? And then Captain Goose, you're in the tunnel now with Moon. It's your turn again. You want to just wait here, or what's your next move?
I'm gonna back up a little more with him. You have to get my light further out the tunnel so they think.
Yeah, it's still touching the intersection quite a bit.
Yep. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna kind of back up with him, and we're just gonna keep backing up.
Withdraw.
Yeah, and
How
the moment
far?
that she screams, we're running forward.
How far are you withdrawing?
All the way to the wall with him, if he's able
Right.
to do that.
It's possible. It's within his
The
speed
east. Yep.
per round. Alright, so you guys
Yep.
start to fall back to that east wall. Moon, are you alright with that? Goose motions you back, so you're gonna back up to the wall. Is that fine?
Yes.
Well, it's up to Moon.
Yeah, my bad.
Or do you want to just...
Fine.
Okay,
I
it's
like
fine.
to be behind Captain Goose.
Yep, you're still behind your captain.
Snuggling.
Very well.
Yeah.
So you guys are close against the wall. And you backed up pretty far, but maybe not far enough yet. Right, the soldier it's starting to get darker. Right, you see the light starting to fade from the intersection. You want to keep... actually, before it's your turn again, back to Odysseus and Poseidon. Poseidon, you just want to wait at the alcove still, or is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna be ready for fucking tossing that oil with using the help of Odysseus. You know, lighting it and then tossing it at Sulja's position. But I'm not lighting it right now. It's not lit. I will not light it right now.
Okay, so yeah, you just... So what are you doing? You're just waiting?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, you are
I'm
ready.
Getting ready. Yeah.
Yes. I mean,
And then wait, I guess.
okay, so you're just waiting because you already have the oil ready.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right.
Sorry for making it complicated.
All good, all good. Just, I guess, reinforcing the plan. All right, back to Dracon. Heavy shield and spear still. Just waiting. All right, Soldier. The light's starting to fade. Right. Do you want to just keep waiting here at the firewood or something else? Soldier? Toad? Are you with us? Soldier. Alright, she's breaking down.
Yeah.
Soldier, do you want to just keep waiting here or do you want to do something? It's getting darker.
Is the light because of me?
I think the light's disappearing because the person that was providing light is falling back.
Okay, I'm gonna just wait until something happens.
Alright, you'll just wait on the firewood still. Okay, we're back to... I think next turn would be Captain Goose and Moon. So you guys backed up to the wall. Hear no screaming yet.
I let him know. I said we're gonna keep on going. And he hears something.
Okay. So Moon, you want to back up further
Alright.
to the south now?
I will stand behind Goose so that he's closer to the exit, but I'm closer to the team. Like I'm in the middle.
Okay.
I let Goose go south.
Let him go first. All right, Goose, you want to go first then?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna continue because I can get around him when I quite hear the scream. That's completely fine. He can
Okay.
literally stay up there if he wants.
Per
That's where he
round.
wants to be. Remember?
Yeah, you can
Yeah,
move
I'm gonna
20.
stand near that corner.
This corner here, the one, two, the first corner that you come
The one,
across.
whatever is closest to the teammates. Yeah.
Okay, so you'll wait here behind this corner. Goose fell back even further. The light slowly fades even further, but still remains in the intersection. Right. So back to Odysseus and Poseidon. You guys just gonna keep waiting around?
I think it's your necklace that's the problem. Sorry, he can't hear me.
It might be. Yeah. Poseidon, you wanna just
Rip.
keep waiting here?
I kind of want to. The issue is the necklace, but we'll see what fucking happens, eh?
So what will you do for this next turn? Turn 4 or turn 5?
How do I scream like a woman?
I believe in you.
You want to scream like a woman?
Yes,
Can I
make
just
it so
scream?
that the kobolds actually can hear me.
All right. Well, yeah. You start yelling like
Well,
a
I
woman.
need to... Oh my god, that I don't need to roll anything. This just works perfectly.
I suppose they might react to it, but you're a man yelling, trying to yell like a woman, so it's pretty obvious.
I just
Should we roll something for it? Charisma?
Well, we wouldn't roll; they would roll, right? That would be their role. We wouldn't know what they're thinking unless we go and ask them, right? Or unless they do something about it, right? Make sense?
Fair enough.
So
I
technically,
just scream.
Yeah.
they wouldn't know, right? Unless you want to go ask them, say, "Hey, was that convincing?" You know, like Yeah, I can't tell.
Nah, we're not doing that.
From all the way over
Well,
here.
It's lit up.
So yeah, you're yelling like a
You guys
woman,
think I should
and
just walk forward a little bit? Since it's already getting kind of dark, they'll barely see me.
so I mean, you can't. I mean, soldier, if you want to commune with your crew, you have to call out to them. So if you say that, you're yelling out to them, you're like, "Hey, should I go up? Right? Should I move up to them?"
Yeah.
So, because there's no comms, right? If you want to talk to your crew from here, you have to yell it to them down the tunnel.
Yeah, I'm just yelling at the one in the corner itself.
All right, you're asking for advice. You're like, Poseidon, should I continue? And you look toward the intersection. Poseidon, do you have a response for her?
Sure. Fuck it. See what happens.
Okay, he agrees with your idea, your plan. So, soldier, you wanna move in?
Yeah, I want to move up to the stake.
Right. So you can move up carefully. You wanna sneak? Move silently.
Yeah.
Okay, so you move silently toward the stakes to peek around the corner. It's very dark here. And thieves, in the darkness, you don't rely on seeing anymore. You rely on hearing. Hearing is almost as good as seeing. It gives you an idea of where the enemies are. So you have to pay close attention, right? So you try to listen. As you move up, you'll do a listen check. You don't really peek or anything. You do a listen. This can give you an approximate idea of where the enemies are positioned. You'll take a moment to just listen. At this very moment, from what you can hear, you listen allows you to hear anything approaching, right? As long as it's quiet, in the direction that you're listening toward. And you do hear movement toward the west and toward the north. You hear some movement there, right? Sounds like panting and um, careful, or panting and a kind of like a squeaking sound. So you hear like some squeaking, some scuffling, and some panting, right? So with that, and you hear this directly 20 feet north and 20 feet west. You can't see anything, you can just hear it. Do you want to do anything about that?
Can I just talk to the to the things.
You want to speak toward them? Yeah. What do you want to say?
I want to say, hey. That's all I want to say.
Or you just hey, right?
Loudly.
Okay, loudly. Let's see how they react. See if you get a reaction from them.
Put some allure into that.
All right. So, you don't really get a reaction from that. You called out hey from around the corner, right? And we know that someone yelled from further back. Um, and at the moment, you don't have any immediate response from them, right? You just continue to hear them moving about. You yelled hey, and you can just hear movement. That's all. That's all the response you get. You hear movement 20 feet north and north and west. In the meantime, as you're scouting up and possibly luring the enemy in or alerting them of your position, back to Goose, right? So Goose, you fell back. You hear no screaming yet. Moon stayed at the corner. Do you wanna advance?
I'm getting too far away. So I'm gonna start walking back. But my light shouldn't reach all the way over there. I think it's too far. So I'm just gonna
Okay.
get to the corner.
So wait.
Yeah, it
At
definitely is.
Right. You wanna
Yeah,
wait
let's
with
hit it.
Moon here? You wanna go to the far corner, the northeast corner?
Yeah,
of
it's
the
fine.
tunnel? Okay. And Moon, you wanna keep waiting at
To
this
the-
you wanna keep waiting at this tunnel here around the corner? Or do you wanna do something
Yeah,
else?
I think it's best.
Okay. So we're
No, I think that's good.
taking it nice and slow, right? Maybe they'll be lured in. Back to Poseidon's crew. You're still at the alcove,
Wait,
observing.
can I change that a little bit?
Sure. What's up?
If I whisper here and
Goose could hear
tell
you.
like soldiers something, will the goblins hear
She's
us?
too far away to whisper. You have to yell.
Too far away? Okay, then
She's
never
like,
mind.
yeah, 50 feet from you.
He's talking about the goblins, so wait, I hear. Not me.
So, yeah, you can whisper, but the only person that would hear your whisper is Goose. He's close enough.
Yeah, can I modulate my voice so that it only reaches until soldier and not further?
That's kind of difficult to do, right? That's almost impossible. So,
Can I check a difficulty? Like, what kind of test would it be?
It's just too far.
you would, I mean, there's whisper, there's talk, and there's yell. So, you can say something normally, and then maybe if
Like,
soldiers.
I want to talk, but I want
Coincidentally
to make
listening.
it sound just reach soldier, not further, so the goblins would not hear. Like, can I roll for it?
it?
There's no role for that. Um, typically, what it will be is
All right then.
you don't roll for it, right? That's not really a skill. That's a choice. So, you roll when there's a risk involved, right? The risk in this case would be that the enemy hear you. That would be something that they would roll, right? Not something you would roll. So the action you would take is to either whisper,
I
talk,
see.
or yell, right? And then it's up to them to either hear you or not, right? Make sense?
I see. Okay.
So you
Yeah,
wouldn't roll
alright.
that, right? You
Then nothing.
saying something doesn't is not a challenge. Like yelling or whispering or talking, there's no challenge involved. But for them, there's a challenge involved with actually hearing you, right? If you yelled, no challenge. If you talk, challenge. If you whispered, no chance, right? They wouldn't be able to hear you if you whispered from all the way back there. If you were talking at a normal volume and they were listening carefully, they might hear muttered speech in the distance, right? If you were yelling, it'd be clear, right? They could hear someone echoing, their voice echoing down the tunnels from a distance. Does that make sense? So Soldier might be able to hear you if she decides coincidentally to listen eastward for whatever reason instead of paying attention to the enemy side. But if she did that, if she decided for some reason to start listening toward your crew, all of her attention would be toward the south and not toward the enemy, and that means she would be very susceptible toward actual danger, right? She would turn her back to the enemy.
I see.
Make sense? Which wouldn't really make any sense for her.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but it's like imagine standing out in the open field and then turning around back to the enemy just to hear your crew, right? She can try to listen while facing the enemy, but the main way she's gonna hear you is if you yell. I guarantee she'll hear you. If you talk, right? if she's listening northwest, she's not paying attention to what's behind her then, or as much attention. So it'd be almost no chance she would hear you talking or whispering from all the way back here. All right. Anyway, as you think about how to talk and how to communicate to Soldier, we're going to the next turn, which is Poseidon's turn. Poseidon, Soldier is up there just kind of conversing toward the enemy position. No major changes yet. You want to just keep standing around and waiting?
As much as I hate it, yeah.
Okay. And your retainers will do the same. All right, Soldier, it's back to you. It's your turn again. So you got no response, unfortunately. They did not reply to you. They were indifferent to what you said. But you clearly can hear them, and it sounds like from what you hear, they're climbing down that rope, right? You can't see it, but you remember they're probably climbing down the cliffside right now. Or at least that's what it sounds like.
Coming down. How far is the rope from the stake?
You can't see the rope. You just remember there being a rope hanging from the cliff.
Oh, how far is the cliff from the stake?
You can't see the cliff either because it's too dark. But from
But didn't
from
I
what
see
you
the
remember,
rope?
you saw it earlier, maybe about 10 to 20 feet away from the stakes, right?
That's fine.
So not terribly far away.
Okay.
From you, they were about maybe 20 feet away, 20 to 25 feet.
And I just
You want to keep
try
waiting
to
here?
communicate again with them.
Yeah. So what do you say this
Yeah.
turn? There's turn 6.
I say, hello, I'm a woman. Please come down here.
Okay. Yeah, you call out to them. You're like, "Hello, I'm a woman. Please come out here." Right. Let's see how they react. Positive response. And you get a response from them. They say, one of them in Goblin says, "Of course, we're on our way." Right. And it's making its way toward you right now. Right.
Okay.
All right.
So I scream.
All right. You yell in response. How?
I scream
What do you want to scream like?
very loudly. I scream towards my crew. My crew. I just scream.
Just
Just
scream?
just
You
an
just-
audible ah.
All right. You just let out a scream, and the crew starts to hear that clearly. Right. So back to Goose. You want to begin your charge or something else?
I'm gonna go ahead, begin my charge. Yeah. Start going down the hallway.
Moon, you want to run after him or something else? He's running down the tunnel. Maybe the one he wants to check. Alright, Moon, you want to follow Goose or something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go behind him.
That's for the yell, and that's for the other one's for the turns. Alright, so yeah, you follow Goose. Your crew is
Can I
following.
also yell now?
Yeah, what do you want to yell?
I want to yell to the goblins. We have offered you the compensation for all the troubles.
Right, so you warn them, right? Or yell at them, let them know what you did. And then Poseidon, you can hear Goose and Moon running down the tunnel. You heard Soldier scream. What's your response? You want to hold position or something else?
I just got the fucking signal to the plan, but she's not running. So that's a fucking issue, but we're lighting and throwing anyway. So she better move her ass.
Okay,
Oh
Soldier,
my
were you
goodness, yes.
trying to? You could move
I
after
just
you
bounce
yelled.
out to the campfire, but like out of the
Okay.
way of the crew.
All right, so you were running toward him, and then he would step and throw that
But,
oil
like, out of
north.
the way so
Okay,
they could pass me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Immediately just cross the fucking thing.
30 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
You throw it 30 feet in that area. It splashes, big boom, right? It was lit by Odysseus. It was thrown by you. It explodes there. They did not move into the position. You just, of course,
Fuck.
held the position, right? They weren't even there yet. So. Alright, so it explodes, and basically now you covered her retreat. And you delayed their advance. Alright, Goose, you arrived, right? There's flaming oil now, so that's gonna take a while to go away.
Okay, I'm already there. Light the grenade, throw it in the hallway, try to get some kills.
Okay, throw it down in there and see if you can get some kills.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, because the goal was to wait to see them.
Yep. You throw it down, you can't see a single one, but you threw it down there, it explodes. You threw it 30 feet far northwest.
Yeah.
Whether you got a kill or not, it's uncertain, right? You got a wall of fire in front of you,
Yeah.
lasting about 10 rounds.
Well, 9 now.
Good 9 now. Throw a grenade. Expend it 1 flaming oil, expend it 1 grenade. Probably 0 kills, but at least we
I'm not. Is it
drove them off.
actually? Do I have flaming oil? I might have gas grenades, but I'm not sure about flaming oil.
Okay, well, you said flaming oil, so I assumed you had it. Yep, you had 1.
That's what I'm presuming. Yeah, I have 1. Okay, cool.
Okay,
Just check it.
spend it.
Damn.
And
It's alright.
Goose had a grenade, he just threw it, and maybe he scared off the enemy, right? But now we delayed the attack, right? And we delayed theirs and our own attack. So, we're back to square one. And we are running low on time. We are 2 hours in, no kills,
Yeah.
no treasure yet. Failed to push the position. Maybe this was not the right entrance to tackle on, right?
It was definitely not.
Or if this was to be the one,
I'm sorry, guys.
we're too slow to advance.
Yeah. That was on me. I apologize. Live and learn.
All right. Do you guys want to wait it out, or do you guys want
thing
to?
we threw, it didn't damage anything?
Not a single thing.
We don't know. We can't see.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah. I mean, from the sounds of it,
let's
nothing
just-
was hit.
Let's just head back to town. This was a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's on me.
And
We still got some time.
that's
If you
fine,
want,
I
you can
guess.
try out a different entrance.
learning.
But we failed to
Yeah,
attack
fuck it.
the
Let's
western
let's go
position.
ahead. Let's exit. Grab my pickaxe, and I guess we're try to get some of that fucking amethyst I know that's there.
All right. So yeah, you turn your crew around. There was a wandering monster check. You guys saw it. It was 6, or it meant that there was one. I rolled a 1. Encounter distance.
Oh no.
Okay. So and then starting position. Are we surprised? No. Are they surprised? Well, they can't be surprised. They're
Yes.
the attackers. So they heard our explosions. They're moving in on our position. They're the attackers. Only the defenders can possibly be surprised. So we're the defenders in this situation. Unfortunately, Moon is in the back, and he's on guard to some extent. And here's them rounding the corner. And their starting position was originally, from the time we hear them, I'm gonna say, 4 yards away. So at 12 feet is when Moon realizes they're behind us. So at 12 feet. So just around the corner, Moon turns around here and sees them, right? He's like, shit, right? He sees and hears enemies approaching from the east, right? So it was, it has alerted another crew of goblins from a different position, but apparently, right? And let's see, yeah. So
Friends, they approach.
basically, yeah, Moon, you turn around and the wall to the east opens up like almost like a sliding door was there, right?
I knew it.
So a hole. So they move the wall a little bit, right? We're gonna add secret passage here, right? Connects the 2 chambers here. So basically all that happens is what looked like a basically or actually no, we'll do it here. So yeah, do it here. So, all right, what looked like basically a normal cave wall. Turns out there was a cut off section. The wall could be pushed open or slid, right? So they just kind of push a section of the wall open, right? That they carved out from earlier expeditions of their own. So they push it forward, or just a section of the wall. They kind of just push it forward into our current chamber. So it slides open this way. Like that. So they push it, and they file in, right? So we got 5 gobs to deal with from the east. They're here to reinforce their team. So they open that door up. As soon as they open it, one of them, further back, fires an arrow through the door, right? Half our melee, half our missiles. So, fired an arrow toward Moon. So Moon, as you see an arrow, as you see the door fly open, you can get down, you can take cover, you can try to, yeah. How do you want to react? You hear the door open, and how did you want to react? You want to fall back? You want to charge them?
If I take cover, will I? Yeah. If I take cover, will I receive the damage, or will I still?
Depends on where you
What
take cover.
happens?
So the person you could take cover is you can use Goose.
I
You can like
see.
dive to the ground and take cover behind Goose, right? Let Goose be your
Yeah.
human shield, since you don't have
That's
any
I
armor.
think better option.
So you hear the enemy
Yeah.
bust the wall open, so you dive to the
And
deck,
also,
and then Goose can turn
can
around.
I, while I'm diving, do like a staff movement and scatter the leaves? No, I think that will close our exit. Never mind, I won't do that.
Not yet. Okay, maybe on the way out. So we got this area cut off by fire, and we got this area cut off by gobs, who fired at Moon, who was jumping back. They roll initiative to see if they can shoot him before he can jump back. They rolled a 1, and we rolled a 6. And seeing that Moon jumped back, they ended up firing. This gob ended up firing into Goose, right? So he fired at Goose, who just turned around with his flame on command sword and grenade in the other, or a fresh grenade. You want to grab a fresh grenade for the other hand after throwing your last one?
Yeah, just throw that one straight at him.
Okay, well, you're about to, not quite yet. So you're turning around, lighting that grenade up as you get shot by an arrow. The goblin aims to subdue. He fires at your helmet, right, to cause you some concussive trauma. That's a hit. He deals minimal
Reroll.
damage, right? Reroll?
It's only
Okay.
for one person, so it's our.
Yeah, so he has to use his reroll for the game.
But yeah, fine.
So
That's fine.
you're gonna just take it, right?
So
Yeah,
It's almost
you can just
guaranteed
use
1
mine.
damage.
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
Alright, so yeah, so
he's saying use this reroll.
use your reroll? Okay. You sure you want to use it now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I
Yeah,
mean,
you have 2 rerolls for this game since you didn't roll a new character. You still hit.
okay, I'll take it. Doesn't matter.
It should just be 1 damage in the end.
It's just gonna be 1 damage.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 6 divided by
No.
2 because he's small, and then divided by, so that's 3, and then divided by 4 because it's a dual damage. So minimum is 1 damage though, so you took 1 damage.
Yep.
Right. So ding to the helm, right? Just concussive force.
Yep.
Alright. And after that, right after he loosed an arrow, the door was slung open. Another goblin just rushes in with a shield, full charge. All he has, from what it appears, all he has is what looks like a. For him, it looks like a heavy shield, right? But for us, it's a normal shield. So it covers most of his body. Alright. Present. Armed. Okay. So yeah, he's charging. Full charge, right? He's got a shield on him. At the moment, that's all he seems to have. And the other ones are falling in, it seems. Or filing in. Trying to file in. Alright. So he's just one gun with a shield, and that's all he's carrying at the moment. All the other ones follow him. Or some of them follow. So Goose's reaction to this, of course, was to light that grenade at the start of the round as he turned around and chuck it at them. He turned around, lit it at the halfway point, chucked it at them near the end of the round, so it would blow up halfway through, or it should, yeah, explode halfway through the next round. Yeah, so he throws it at them, full force or halfway down the tunnel.
All the way to the goal.
Okay, full force. So you full force through, right? You
Yep.
turn around while lighting that grenade, chucked it at them as you get hit in the, or as your hand gets hit by an arrow, like nicked. That grenade goes bouncing down the tunnel toward their position as they come funneling in. Poseidon, of course, do you want to take an action here?
If I could see the map, please. Yes, absolutely.
What would you want to do?
Gird up and shield beside Goose.
Alright, you step forward, shield with the Goose. Soldier, if you want, you can step between Goose and Poseidon and fire your sling and stone at the enemy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And then, of course, Moon was the one diving, so he's getting back up now. But yeah, you as he dived toward your feet, you know, he crawls away, right? Gets up, and then you step into his last place, and he slung a stone at the enemy who were charging. Right, half of them had melee. This guy was a door opener. These two have melee. One has a shield, the other one has a spear. And they come charging down the tunnel, and Soldier fires at their shield guy, because that's the only target we got at the moment. Let's see if she can land a hit. Misfire. So it just goes whizzing past them. Hits the door, right? Possibly, maybe a lineup shot. Seven's bad. Yeah, you missed both of them. So you just hit the door. Or the wall that was pushed out. That slid outward. Cave wall. So the cave wall slid out. It was a secret door. And then, of course, you know, Poseidon, you moved up to defend, and you feel Odysseus tap you, and he's like, Poseidon, on your knee, right? So you want to kneel?
I do as I'm told. Yes.
Right, and they're charging, and he opens fire with his arquebus, right? So here comes
It's a
Odysseus' shot.
12, is it? Jesus Christ, this is gonna be fun.
And the shot's a -4 because it's inaccurate, but ignores armor, right? Alright, he misfired, at least against the first one. But let's check the second one. Complete misfire. So, boom.
Fudge it.
Fudge it.
What does he need?
He needs higher. He needs like 15 or higher, possibly. 6 is too low. Alright, so he's fudged for a nat 20 for that second guy.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
it went past the first one into the second one and obliterated him, right? The arquebus typically deals, I think, 2d12 damage. In this case,
2d12.
it would be 40-12, and then doubled again because it's a crit. So you just you blew him to bits, right? His head exploded. You overkilled him for 71
That's enough
damage.
to kill a dragon. Yeah.
So the bullet didn't blow up his head. It split him in two, right? So his upper torso just came off, right? So he split him in two. Shot right through the gut, exploded his spine, right, and just kind of tore apart. The bullet went
That
past
would
the
definitely make a morale check with goblins, I would say.
past that first one into the second one. Okay, and then of course these guys, of course, were the missiles. So, yeah, went past the first guy into the second guy instead, as they were running. Other moves we got. So Soldier fired, Odysseus fired, Moon got up from his dive, Goose tossed his grenade 30 feet, so 10, 20, 30, lands there, should explode. So he lit the grenade, I suppose. Yeah, he had it out, he lit it as he was turning around, so it should blow up. Actually, if that's the case, it will blow up at the end of the round, if he lit it while he was turning around. Okay, not after. So
That's fine.
the enemy, of course, can react. The guy who fired his bow stepped toward the side. The other ones, of course, with their bows peeked and fired. Didn't fire because they have a guy in the way, so they would just kind of step to the side and wait. And a grenade landed 30 feet at the doorway, and they could react to it, possibly. Right? They would just stand there for the rest of the round and watch it land at the doorway. So they would be thrown, it'd land, and it'd blow up at the end of the round. They could react. These guys will react. They would jump and dive to cover. This guy, of course, is kind of in the quicksand area, so he jumps out of quicksand, or yeah, he jumps. In this case, he'll roll morale check and maybe jump on the grenade. He has no other option, so he has the morale to do so. He jumps on that grenade. The other two jump toward the side, not in the trap. And, yeah, they jump out of the way. This guy hops the grenade. This guy keeps charging with his shield. The grenade's going to go off and kill this guy for sure. This guy's movement is 20 feet, so from the start, he managed to close 4 squares, right? So, grenade blast. Blast zone. That's the blast zone. So They're both affected somewhat. They're prone. They've got cover. They possibly can still die from concussive force and stray shrapnel. All right, and we'll find out right now actually, because that's the end of the round. So this guy's for surely dead. He's cooked. This guy's dead. This guy only takes, instead of 44, it's 2d4 or 2d8, and then he's prone, so and got cover as well. So it went all the way to 1d4. So took 3 damage from the blast. So his ears are ringing. He took 3 damage from the blast, being about almost 20 feet away. Prone, and his total hit points is 2, so he died. Still that close. He still died. The force hit him, boom, right, and a piece of shrapnel hit him too, and he died. Right, so caused him to roll over and die from the blast. This guy, same thing, right? Died to the deck. It blows up. He's on the ground prone. We'll check for any stray shrapnel and force that hits him to kill him. 2 damage. He only had 1 hit point. He died too. So mid jump, the blast hits him anyway, and he goes flying into the wall and dies. Right. So the enemy are cleared, at least to the east. This last guy should be cake, right? That would bring us to the next round, of course. If you guys want, you can let the rookies try to get a kill, right? So you can give Moon
they're all
Soldier
good.
a chance.
Send it.
So you can retaliate after, but if you want, both Poseidon and Goose can crouch, and Moon can stab with his quarterstaff from above, or he can pray. And then Soldier, you can keep slinging stones. Archipist guy will be reloading.
Can I see the map again?
Yeah. So, in this situation, we'll...
Okay, so there's only one remaining, right?
Yeah. He's charging us with his shield. And he's gonna make a
Can
morale
I-
check, actually.
Can I...
Pass. Yeah, what's your question?
I want to run past team, walk past the goblin. Does the goblin have like a ready action sort of deal, so it stops me from moving?
It can react
Because
to you,
the
yeah.
people behind him are... Okay. I want to ignore that reaction, and I want to just move past him as fast as possible, and to the maximum of my distance. What do we say? What is that? This movement distance? Movement...
Well, in order to get past your crew, you have to either...
You said it's something...
There's no space to get past them, so you would have to either jump over them, push them out of the way, or, yeah. They're in your way. You want to try to climb over them, jump over them for your move?
Yes. Does that also reduce the amount of movements I can have if I do that?
Yeah, you'll be half speed.
Alright, and in
But
my
you move 30
turn,
feet,
can
so
I
you'll have
pass
15
the
more feet.
goblin?
You could try to move past him, but he might not let you go past.
can what?
He might react to you. He's not just gonna stand there and let you go past him, right? Unless he was busy.
Okay, so okay, I'm not gonna pass him. I'm just gonna walk to him and push him. Is he smaller than me, right?
Yeah, you can
Push him to
you
the
can crush
vines.
him. Oh, you want to push him into the vines? Okay. So first step is you gotta climb over
Yeah.
Goose, right? So Goose is crouched, and you're gonna like try to vault over him, climb over or through him. In the meantime, Soldier, do you want to just shoot the goblin? He's charging with all his might, trying to kill us, right, with his shield. Soldier.
Wakey wakey.
Toad? Okay, I think we lost her. Poseidon, do you want to react to this guy? He's charging in. It's the final goblin. We're having issues defeating him. So do you want to do anything about it?
Assuming if I have re-equipped my mace, I would, but I haven't, so...
Okay, you want to... We could say you grabbed your mace last round.
Can you
'cause were
move
just-
out of the way so I can get to him?
I'll deal with him. Immediately just charge the fucker back.
Okay, so you just step forward and swing your mace at him. And then, of course, Goose,
Yeah.
you feel Moon trying to climb onto you. Do you want to just let him do that? Or do you want to stand up and use your flame sword? Or you were giving them a chance to fight the goblin off, but Moon is trying to push him to the vines. It's becoming an issue, it looks like. They're not
Sorry, I was-
shootable.
I was doing all the work. Just drop down on him. Yeah, like just go ahead and kill him if I have to. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm outside. This is one of my last stops.
Okay, okay. So Moon was trying to kill him, but before he could reach
Let
him,
Moon
you
kill
were
him.
in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, well then you
I
let
was
Moon
outside.
climb
Sorry.
over.
I'm gonna continue walking over Goose in a position like I want to
Yeah.
like be on his shoulders, and then we're gonna go 2 man on him, 4 arms, attack him. Like charge,
That is not
Goose.
gonna.
Alright, well, Mace guy got up and swung at the shield guy. Shield guy is just trying to tackle Poseidon down, but before he could close down on Poseidon, Poseidon swung his mace into him and landed a hit and crushed him under his mace
Damn.
for 3 damage.
Ah, yeah.
3 plus 6 because of my strength.
Okay,
And plus 1 more because of the weapon, which is a masterwork. So that's 7 in total.
well, Masterwork only allows 2 hit, but what's your strength?
18, I believe.
Okay, yeah,
with
so
Poseidon.
it is plus 6 then.
Sorry about that, DM.
So 9 damage, you crushed him under your great strength and the weight of your mace. You've killed him. Alright, so you crushed him. Moon, you were struggling to climb onto Goose, preparing to do like a 4-armed.
Haven't succeeded yet.
But before you could even finish, Poseidon already killed it. He stepped forward and swung while you were climbing onto Goose. So it's already dead by the time you like successfully mount Goose.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so you just climb back down. But the
Can I
battle's won.
still mount Goose?
If he lets you. Goose, he wants to climb onto your shoulders. Like, he wants to ride, I guess.
Let them do whatever they need to do.
Okay, well now you're encumbered. You can't walk anymore.
At least they do something.
Alright. So you're crouched and you're just holding on to him. And if you do want to move while he's on you, it will require 4 doors. Right? Or exertion of strength. So, which is possible for you. Since you're a fighter with a lot of weight training. In the meantime, of course, the battle is won and we're nearing the end of game time, and unfortunately we couldn't make too much progress, but we did actually win the game technically. We got profit. 5 kills. So we can loot up and head out.
Can I ask a question about the crystal on that next room?
Yeah, what's up?
There's a crystal there.
Yeah, 60 pounds of crystals among gravel. The area was mapped and they annotated
you
it.
cannot take it out?
This is a trap,
I see.
gravel trap. So it's like quicksand. So it's trapped gravel floor. So these crystals, they grow on the stalactites which rise above the gravel. The stalagmites and stalactites and such. And there's 60 pounds worth of crystals embedded in these rock formations, waiting to be harvested. However, they're surrounded by a trapped gravel floor. So unless you construct a safe bridge or something, you cannot easily harvest them. And if you were to smash them, it would join the rest of the gravel and sink, right? Does it make sense? So it's in.
Thank you for
It's
the
a,
explanation.
although it's out in the open, you have to overcome the challenge of a trap, right? Like a puzzle. I already solved it for the crew just now. It's just up to them to actually take action against it. So, and we still don't have the tools or means to do so, I think. Right,
I keep a pickaxe on me all the time.
right, but yeah, we don't got a bridge or anything or safety. So, pickaxe is good. It's just
Friends,
can smash them.
apologies for this interruption.
What's up?
Sorry, DM. I am really gotta go.
all good.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
didn't think
This
this out.
was lovely.
Right.
What should I do? Like, do you take control of my character now?
So in between games, your characters become NPCs. Yeah. So for the remainder of the game, the whole crew is cashing out right now. It sounds like. So we're gonna head out and get our rewards. Thanks for playing as long as you could. I hope
Thank you
had
for
fun.
the game, friends. Yeah,
All good.
thank you all. See you guys later.
Yep. Have a good
Sorry
night,
for
brother.
the shitty leadership. That was on me. I apologize.
Yeah, that's good. This is the first game. What else should I accept it? Like, surviving was enough.
Yeah.
GG, boys.
Yeah.
Good night. Thanks for playing, brother. And
Be
same
safe,
thing with
brother.
you, Toad.
Have a good day.
All good, guys. Yeah. As long as we make profit without casualties, it's a good game. So thanks for playing.
Yeah, the
Soul
goal
and
of
Toad.
this game was to not have anybody die.
All right. We took some risks. We got lucky with a random encounter at the end. So in the end, the enemy did come to us, but it was more of a reactionary thing. If they didn't come, it would have been profitless. But unfortunately, they arrived.
I know.
Okay. So yeah, we'll just have to figure out a way to attack that position next time, or if we don't know how to attack a position like that, maybe attack a different position, attack a different area, right? All right.
I mean, there's
So
a hidden door over there, so like we can always go north through the sand pit, make the bridge, and go north there. But
throughout the story up though, you guys will carry your loot out. You would grab the enemy's remains, carry them out to base camp. There's a base camp now not far from the south entrance, right? The south entry or cave has been secured from the outside at least. So adventurers garrison the possession at least from the outside, making things a little easier. And in the future, of course, if we are able to create defendable positions, we can of course secure parts of the cavern and leave a garrison within the cavern, so we don't have to recheck all the different caverns and tunnels the way through, right? So just for future reference. But for now,
yeah,
our crew will fully retreat out from the caverns with our loot to trade in for rewards, right? Today we got 5 kills, which is worth 50 coppers. And it will be taxed if we don't go back to town. Going back to town is costly, of course, because then we have to, you know, check for any wandering monsters, buy extra supplies, and travel, right? Which takes extra time from our game. So do you guys plan to just sell off your loot here at the new base camp, just outside of the cavern, or do you guys want to go back to town?
can you purchase anything pre-game?
Yeah, so in your pregame, you would be buying things from base camp. So,
Okay,
yep, everything will just be taxed.
that's
So,
as long as we can do that, that is fine.
yep. All right. So because there's a tax on from base camp, but you don't have to travel back. You can just end it here and resume from here. The tax is only 10%. It's not that bad. So from 50, you went down to 45 coppers, and it only taxes profits, monies. So you get 45 coppers for this run, and then for XP, you got 2 XP. All right. So a small success, no casualties. Only 2 members get experience though. So out of your crew, who should get experience?
I don't deserve it. I fucking failed as my lead.
Who were still successful?
Who got kills?
Yeah, who got kills? I think that was Poseidon and Goose,
Oh.
mainly, right?
If that's the
Odysseus
case, then
also got a kill.
what that be?
So who should get it? There's only 2 though. Odysseus is a retainer though. So
Just the 2 PCs, I guess. Whoever were,
Poseidon and Goose. Very well.
that's fine.
All right, so you're at 58 now, and Poseidon's at 47.
I tried.
There are, and then when it comes to money shares, retainers get half shares, or should Odysseus get a full share since he got a kill and no XP?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah, that's fine.
no objections there.
I vouch for my cousin.
Moon gets a full share. All right. Looks like the only one that doesn't get a full share is Dracon, unless you guys think Dracon deserves a full share.
Nah,
All right.
he's fine.
Everyone else gets a full share then. Okay. So there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 11. Oh, sorry. 11 shares. Yeah. So 45 divided by 11 equals 1 share. Alright, so it's 4 coppers per share, 8 for a double share. So, or for the full share, 4 for a half
Did I
share.
happen to get lucky earlier with the grenade in the hole?
No, no one got hit by it.
Yeah. Damn. Okay.
And you would have to confirm. Let's see.
Yeah, I know. I was just really hoping we got lucky for some XP.
Alright, so, Odysseus got 4, or no. It's just, we're doing money now, so Odysseus got his full share of 8 coppers. You know, it's better than a day's work. Day's work, you just get a single copper, so. Poseidon got his 8. Dracon got 4. Goose got 8. Soldier got 8. And Moon got 8. Alright, so all in a day's work, you all earned a decent wage, and 2 of you earned some experience, and that was about it. Pretty low risk, low reward run, right? The risk was 5 goblins that we took on. There was a great
Yeah.
risk, but we were too slow to take on that risk. We're too careful.
Yeah, what I should have done is immediately went in and just chunked a grenade up top, and you done. But that also has a very high risk of death. I mean, that's on me.
Yeah, I mean, no, I can't really. Everyone has their weaknesses and stuff. As a fighter, the best you can do against something like that is, coordinated attack, just all at once charge. In that case, because fighters, their job is just to defend and attack. If you had tools
But
for
we just did.
the charge, like
Yeah.
maybe smoke grenades, you can cover your advance, right? But
Yeah, that was the issue.
without magic users, you
Well,
don't have.
we also didn't have equipped teams. Yeah, that was what we were missing my mage. So I'm so used to having a mage. I wasn't used to, you know what I mean? Because I'm very critical on always bringing a mage because of stuff like that.
Yeah. Tactically, the battle there is
The
definitely.
mage is a game changer.
This is definitely not a easy area to attack, right? Naturally, this is a defended position.
No.
So. All right.
Yeah, so the goal there, it might have worked if we just fucking well equipped and had enough buff power and just.
Yeah.
Then you got the threat of fire, you know.
This is guaranteed combat. We had 3 paths in this area to take. We had guaranteed combat from 2 flanks. We had another path where we could attack some vines. Or I think we already killed all the vines. So it would have been a straight path into uncertainty. Yeah. Right. Into dungeon level 2, high risk, high reward. Right. Other option would have been to go through this area in dungeon level 1, which is just a straight path forward. No other options. So
Yeah.
today we took a dangerous path. Somewhat high risk.
Yeah, I was
reward.
trying to get easy quick, yeah, but then it didn't go the way I wanted it to. I should have figured that would be, how it was going to go. It never goes your way when there's... It's not their fault. Like, that's just how the game rolls.
Right. It's all good. It happens. Yeah, we are the attackers. They are the defenders. Sometimes we can be the defenders if we choose to go on those kind of adventures. And of course... Yeah, alright. So that'll be it for
I was really hoping that bait and switch would work. Would it have worked, DM?
Possibly.
If we waited a couple more seconds?
Yeah, I think it might have worked. The enemies might have pushed up against at least a vulnerable soldier. But then we cut them off, right?
Yeah.
Delayed their advance and delayed our own advance, so... That was probably the deal.
That's what I was hoping for. I didn't yell, do it yet.
Yeah,
the scream wasn't the yell,
mistake.
do it. It was me yelling now.
It's fog of war right there. There's always uncertainty. You never know what everyone's gonna do.
Yeah.
That's part of the game.
Yeah.
You meant told you I needed to scream.
No, it's okay. It happens.
How dare you blame me for your mistake?
I'm not blaming. I'm not blaming anybody.
He's kidding.
I demand his head on a pike. He has insulted my house.
Once again. Alright.
I just stole your house. It happens. Like, next time we'll know. Like, that was me. I wasn't clear enough. Like, that's on me. And leader takes, if you're in my position, I'm the one who gives, like, very clear and concise commands. So it's clear. It's on me, right? That's how it be. Live and learn.
With that said, of course, we'll wrap up the game here. You guys got your rewards.
DM!
Yep. What's up?
I need different things to buy. I can't buy $10 shit no more.
Alright, my shop has, let me see my shop real quick.
You got rolls and rerolls, and I can't buy those. Those disappear after the game's over. So.
Well, no, those ones are just, separate rolls. So those are, the ones that disappear are your subscription ones. You can, if you want to buy those, you could. They're separate rolls I can assign. Like, if you buy a fudge roll, you only can have one at a time, though. So you buy a fudge roll, I'll assign you a fudge roll, like an actual Discord roll that says fudge roll. And that one's one-time use, of course. So once it goes in between adventures still. You don't lose it, but once you use it, it's gone. Unlike subscriptions.
Okay.
So
I guess I'll buy a $5 one this time.
appreciate it.
I like to give you 10, but it's like, you know.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, the Cash App is suspicious of the activities.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Why they got me mad at 9, so I had to spend 12. Now they're mad at 10s."
Yeah, all good. Appreciate it. Yeah, appreciate it a lot. Yeah, that should be it for tonight. So, thanks for playing, guys, and I hope to see you at the next one. Have a good night.
Next weekend.
Yeah, most likely.
How'd your test go? Did it go good? You
No, I
passed?
failed.
Everything good?
Have to do it again.
You failed. What
Yeah.
are you trying to drive?
Just government vehicle. Yeah. I didn't study
You
at
got
all.
it next time.
Yeah, I'll study.
Well, you see, I, as a professional, train a lot of people, so if you need any questions, I can drive everything from an MREP all the way to a fucking crane. I'm certified for
That's pretty
everything.
awesome. Alright, I'll hit you up if I have any concerns then. I know what I did wrong this time. I'll try to figure it out. So, he told me what I
You got
did
this,
wrong.
bud.
Yeah. I'll see you guys.
You're in the land of the smart people. You're fine.
Right, Japanese. I'm surrounded by Americans here because I'm on base. So,
Rip.
yep.
That's why you failed.
Marines. Yeah, yeah, an Asian in the Marines. So, pretty dumb. Alright, I'll see you guys. Have a good night.
Take it easy, buddy.